Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Welcome on back to a little randomized perfection action with me, your host, Argon Matrix. You may have heard of me from the previous stream, or from other Stardew Valley adventures, or non-Stardew Valley adventures, as the case may be, depending on how long you've been around. How's everybody doing today? You're working? Oh no, Steph. Hopefully you can get a little work and a little play in there as well. Good to have this stream after the day you just had. Sending good vibes your way, Ghost with Poe. Hope all is well. I hope that this stream can help you relax a bit. Get some heart emojis in chat for Ghost with Bo, please. Get some Argon love. Doing some casual coding. Nice, Mobby. Are you coding anything in particular? I guess casual coding entails, you know, no real specific purpose, but hopefully you're having fun with it. Working from home. Working from home meaning basically just watching this stream. I vibe with that, Jerry. That's a good, yeah, I've been there. Had the best day in a while. That's awesome, Lilypad. I actually had a really good day so far, too. I went to see I had an appointment with my therapist today. And sometimes, you know, that just sets you off on the right foot, gets a little extra pep in your step when you get to, like, talk about things and sort of get everything out on the table that's been rattling about in your brain. It's very nice. Feels very, very good. Also, thank you to... Hold on, I gotta scroll up for this one. I don't know who put in the command for exclamation point goal, but thank you, because now I can pin this message. We are catching a void salmon first and foremost today. Shouldn't take that long, honestly. We caught a dorado as our previous goal, and they're relatively similar. Plus, the void salmon, it's like any season. You don't have to reset because it's like all-time any season. It should be a relatively simple endeavor, I think. Plus, it's like almost the only fish that's in the area where it's found. It is kind of rare, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Love when that happens rather than leaving and crying with a headache for the rest of the day, yeah. I haven't quite had that experience yet. I mean, maybe that's yet to come, but I can definitely see that. But, you know, those days are just as important as the ones where you leave feeling extra invigorated for the day ahead. Yeah, it's only the void salmon, green algae, and white algae. That's all you can catch in the Witch's Swamp. You can catch a catfish, but only if it's raining. So as long as we're fishing on a non-rainy day, we should be fine. What goals did I finish last stream? I got you, Rice Tea. I have my list here. So last stream, we shipped caviar, shipped a sea urchin, shipped a winter root, shipped a gold ore, shipped a snow yam. Are you sensing a pattern? Well, let me break that pattern. Catch a dorado. And now we're on to catch a void salmon is our next goal. Exclamation point complete as well, by the way, for a list of all goals that we have completed up till this point in order. It's starting to grow. That list is starting to look rather formidable, and we're barely even 5% of the way into this challenge, which is pretty crazy. But we should get into it. Before we do, though, we got to go over a little bit of fan art. Can we even get to the Witch's Swamp? Should be, yeah. I think we've actually already been there because we caught Void Mayonnaise there, right? A little fan art and a little bit of Puffertle as well, our daily Puffertle. Amanda Barker, excited to be back for a stream. I'm excited to have you here. Welcome on in. Sending hugs. What happens if you keep getting catch blank goals and can't do it without leveling up fishing? So the randomizer has been recoded in a way that shouldn't happen, or that it's significantly less likely to happen. Basically what it does is when it gives you one of those goals, it adds the amount of experience that you probably got from that catching that fish to like an invisible counter in the background, so that you can rest easy. And then if it rolls a fishing goal that will give you too many experience points and push you to the next level, then it re-rolls that goal internally. So that's the way that works behind the scenes. Either way, I digress. For fan art, we have another little written blurb here from Mia in the Discord. Mia is a regular these days. Always writing some pretty cool stuff for the stream lore. Yesterday, Mia was inspired by the idea of Chloe's 100-year sleep for the egg, for the white egg in the Price of Perfection being like a local urban legend. And they wrote a little story about it. So without further ado, this is the 100-year sleep for eggs, written by Mia, performed by yours truly. Once upon a time in Pelican Town, long before you were born, there was a farmer, or perhaps a mad woman, no one can say for sure. But what is known is that long, long ago she slept for 100 years. Not via curse, nor under guard, they say she did it for eggs. Why, you say, not simply buy the eggs, or fetch a brooding hen? Well, you see, all this is true, but not any egg would do, for then no legend would be had. She slept unrelenting, never repenting for this path, was the only way. She didn't set out to do this, they say she simply waited and slept, every day, no cheating or whining, only the journey, until one fine day, they say a kind village woman fulfilled her dream and gave her eggs, and her sleeping came to a stop. 100 times saw her just fine, no sooner or later. So in the end, know this, sweet friends, anything can come in due time. Miss Penny, yes, Vincent? That was a boring story. Why do you have to read it each year before the Egg Festival? If I tried to sleep that long, my mom would get angry. Because it's a fable with a moral about no matter what path you take, as long as you have persistence and patience, you can make your dreams come true. Right, Miss Penny? Yes, thank you, Jas. Why don't we go to the playground now? Does this mean we don't have to hear this boring story next year? I like the little twist at the end. It's the in-universe. My immersion is so full with that story. Claps and snaps in chat for Mia. Very good little story. I love that. Very nicely done. Could also be a Winter Star story. That's true. I really like that it's like that's almost like an inspiration for the Egg Festival in town. That's kind of a fun way to approach that. Eggs in chat for Mia. Ooh, Pickle Jar Rags in chat as well. Alright, we will get into the game here, but you know me. I gotta get my daily Puffurtle in. So let's indulge in this together, shall we? Bring you on in. Alright, yesterday when we tried Puffurtle, we didn't actually get to catch the fish beforehand, so hopefully this time it won't bug out and we can actually catch this normally. Okay, this is undeniably probably a tuna or an eel. I'm gonna lead with eel on this one. This feels eelish to me. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. The tuna I find tends to dip down a lot faster than the eel does. There you go. I know my eel, man. I know my eel. Yeah, there you go. Nice quick Puffurtle, that one. We'll take it. Seemed really easy for an eel. Eels aren't that difficult, I don't think. I think they're like more difficult than like a lot of starting fish, but they aren't in the grand scheme of things one of the more difficult fish. Still, it was kind of surprisingly easy for an eel. I digress. Let me go ahead and open up a little bit of Smappy. Haven't caught that many eels. I guess you wouldn't catch that many eels in, like, traditional gameplay. Because it's only available, like, at night when it's raining sometimes, right? Durmeister, welcome on in. Good to see you. You haven't missed too much. You mostly just missed the preamble. We're about to get back into the actual challenge itself now. This is the first... Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think this is the first time in Randomized Perfection history that we're starting the stream with our active goal being something that is not like a multi-stream Herculean endeavor of some kind. Like, this is the first time like we're going to be able to start the stream and complete this goal in like a relatively short span of time, which is new for me. It's new and refreshing, and I kind of love it. Did I reverse engineer the Puffurtle? I mean, I just know my eels. What can I say? Blue Discus? I mean, Blue Discus was a rather intense goal. Mostly just due to the fact of having to get to Ginger Island. But I see where you're coming from on that at the very least. Alright, bring you on in here. Did I change the... Oh, I don't think I have changed this yet. Hold on. Let me get you... I don't know how long we're going to need to have this up, but we should have it up all the same. Catch a void salmon. Bam, there it is. You'll love to see it. All right. Well, today is also Ancient Fruit Harvest Day, or it should be at least, so we'll give the Junimos plenty of time to do that. I mean, we're going to be going catching the void salmon, so that should give them plenty of time anyway. There's like no reason not to just go and do it today, right? I can't think of a good reason. Purple drip for purple fish. Do we have any purple drip to speak of? Purple has kind of been the color of the day for the past little bit here. The color of the goal. Let's check our wardrobe here. I think we have some purple. We got a purple button down. The purple space boots. Do we have any purple pants of any kind? We just got the pink skirt. We don't have a purple skirt. We do have some purple action going on for sure, though. Ooh, wait, cone hat. Cone hat kind of fits in. You know what? I kind of want to go visit the Hat Mouse. We haven't visited the Hat Mouse in a hot minute, and we got more than enough money to invest in some new hat technology. So why not? Well, we'll do that. We'll do that after we do the void salmon because we might have to reset the day anyway. Star shirt. We could do the lucky star shirt. You know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. We have been rocking this same outfit for a decent amount of time now. Let's see. Little star shirt. My lucky star shirt. How does this look just like on its own like this? It doesn't quite vibe with the pants. We don't really have much in the way of pants. We only have these two to choose from. And then hats. Hit me with a little cone hat. And then put these away for right now. Little space boots. Perfect. Does this look like a... Wouldn't you not want to be caught by this if you were a void salmon? Look, I might have to reset the day, so we're probably going to go back to the previous wardrobe anyway if we do, but this is the lucky void salmon catching outfit, so I can't see any reason why we would have to reset the day, honestly. I think we're going to be totally fine. Mouse ears. Sailor hat because I'm fishing. That would have been clutch, actually. Oh, I should also bring some fishing buffs, right? I should bring like a little bit of trout soup. I don't think we're gonna need a seafoam pudding for the void salmon. It doesn't strike me as that difficult of a fish. Probably about the same as Dorado, I would hazard a guess. But trout soup is pretty cheap to come by, so we might as well. Mouse ears. Hat technology. We're all about that hat technology. I'm a firm believer that there's some esoteric, intrinsic part of the Stardew Valley code that checks what hat you're using and changes certain variables in the game based on that. I don't have any empirical evidence of it, but I feel like hats are more than they're cracked up to be a lot of the time. They're not just fun little aesthetic choices. Your mileage may vary. Alright. And then I guess we just fish, huh? Just fish as the day is long. So I fully expect to probably catch like a white algae before I catch anything else here. But if I do hook something, we know... Okay, well... Okay, do we... Let's let it ride a little bit. We have some leeway for experience. If I catch 3 pieces of trash, we'll probably reset. But 2 pieces of trash, I'm willing to take my licks on that one. Top of the morning to ya as well, Lance. Welcome, welcome. You were very exuberant about it. Oops, all caps. What's that cereal? It's the cereal. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, ooh, void salmon's a little touchier than I remember. Shoot. What's that cereal that gets... It's like... Isn't there a cereal that's like, oops, all something or other? And it gets memed into oblivion? Like, I see meme pictures of it all the time where people like Photoshop to be like, oops, all camels or something. I don't know. It's not camels, but I forget what the actual cereal is. I think it's like Oops All Raisins, maybe? Is it Raisin Bran Oops All Raisins, and it's just a bowl of raisins? Hey, void salmon caught. Successfully caught void salmon. Well, that was easy. Question is, should we accept that? Should we accept the extra? Because we could try and reset and get a better experience, or less experience. But I think that's probably good enough, right? 175 out of 280. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think that's good. I'm not gonna kill the momentum on that. A little bit of extra trash experience. The randomizer takes into account, like, basically the randomizer, the way it works is that when you catch a fish, look at Iota hiding in the bushes here, I see you. When you catch a fish, it assumes that you've caught an iridium quality version of that fish just to make sure that it has enough experience, like, leeway. So, as far as the randomizer knows, we caught an iridium quality void salmon, and it gave us as much experience as that would give us. So the trash is actually pretty inconsequential. It's only 3 experience per trash. Well, I think to celebrate this occasion, before we go and roll our next goal, like I said, we didn't actually have to reset even one time, which is pretty crazy there. Let's go visit the Hat Mouse. We've achieved a considerable amount of things since our last time paying a visit to the Hat Mouse, so I think we're about due. You don't think you've ever caught less than a gold star void salmon? I mean, most of the time when you're fishing for a void salmon, your fishing level is considerably higher than where we're at. I feel like most people don't say, you know what, I'm fishing level 1, I think I'm good enough to catch a void salmon right now. And that, you know what, most people probably are good enough to catch a void salmon at level 1. Technically, we caught it at level 2 with the fishing buff, but neither here nor there. Look at all these trees, dude. Holy moly. Look at all the trees. It's a little crazy. All right, Hat Mouse is going to have to wait a cotton picking minute here. Hopefully no more fishing goals come up. I mean, if they do, that just means that it's less likely for a future fishing goal to come up. Not only because there are fewer fishing goals in, like, the pool, but because there's less experience leeway, unless it gives me a fishing level up. Fingers crossed for foraging level up for next goal. If we make it through this entire stream, I mean, who knows? Like, the next goal could be just, like, a really long one that takes up the entire rest of the stream. But in all likelihood, we'll probably have a decent amount more goals that we'll be able to try and get through today. And if we somehow manage to get to the end of the stream without leveling up a single skill, even one time, I'm going to be somewhat baffled. I'm not going to lie. We had a fishing level up. What goal was that? It felt like it was, like, so early on. It was like in the first 10 goals that we got a fishing level up, and then nothing since then. There's still, like, 49 different, like, goals that are levels that are in the randomizer untouched. Journey of the Prairie King. Home mining level up so we can get rid of some of the darn rocks. I'm with you. That is one thing to consider, is, like, when we do get a level up, what's going to be the most effective way to spend the experience for that level, right? Like, if we get a foraging level goal, is it going to be in our best interest to just chop down a bunch of trees, or are we better off, like, foraging specific items that we'll probably need for future goals? One of them is considerably faster, one of them is going to benefit us much more in the future, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There is a Fector's Challenge goal, because this challenge was not crazy enough as it was. There's both a Fector's Challenge goal and a Junimo Cart goal. Gotta complete both of them before the challenge is out. Have we almost cleared out there's such an abundance of trees. Look at how much wood we've gotten just from chopping a bunch of little saplings around here. I have done it before, you're not wrong. I've beaten Fector's Challenge once before, so there is a precedent for it. If I've done it once, I can do it again, right? Just tell that to the people who earned the Nobel Prize, though, right? Not that I guess you can equate Fechter's Challenge to earning a Nobel Prize. I think probably the Nobel Prize is a little bit more difficult. Maybe not like that much more. Like, I feel like if you completed Fechter's Challenge, like, I don't know, 3 times in a row, that's about the same as earning a Nobel Prize. Would be my guess. Is that... That is a little tree right there. Little sneaky sapling. There's no Nobel Prize for math. What's the award for math? Is there like an award for math, or is, I mean, there's probably multiple different ones for, depending on like the different fields of math. Nobel Prize, any percent speedrun when? That's gonna be like the final boss of my YouTube channel. The Fields Medal. That's kind of what I wanted to say. I knew the Fields Medal was a thing, but I couldn't remember specifically what it was for. A ribbon. You get a blue ribbon. Thank you for your unwavering and invaluable contributions to the field of mathematics. Here is a blue ribbon that we bought at Dollar General. Alright, pop this away. I'm gonna put away this. I'm also gonna put away the bamboo pole, to be honest with you. Get it out of here. Because I don't want to have it on me and make the randomizer think, like, oh, you're still holding the bamboo pole, so clearly you want more fishing goals. No, 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 that's not the way it goes around here. We need a bigger fish tank. Hold on, we're gonna invest in a bigger fish tank than this, so that we can have more fishies on display here. Let's go with... I mean, there's not many options, right? Large fish tank is what it's gonna be. Now, where do we put it? I guess we can stick another one right here. We could actually probably fit another deluxe fish tank there by the looks of it. And that would be better aesthetically speaking. Let's go ahead and check that out. Wall sconce, no. Deluxe fish tank, yas. There we go. Put you in there. The Dorado and the Void Salmon together in a fish tank. That is a beautiful sight. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now without further ado, I'm going to leave that just as a reminder for Wine Wednesday, aka Cask Wednesday. Also, be gone, Tiny Mushroom. When do you start the timer for the Nobel Prize speedrun? I guess you got to start it like when you're born. One of the longest speedruns out there, I would imagine. Or do you start it maybe when you like first go to like post-secondary education or something like that? I have no idea. We're gonna have to get in touch with speedrun.com, or we'll set up a nice nice board of moderators. Dorado and Void Salmon look good together. I agree. Are purple and orange complementary colors? I never remember my color wheel. I feel like orange and blue are complementary, not purple and orange. But blue is kind of like in the same family as purple. Ooh, just loading up on artifact troves. Don't mind if I do. A little banana pudding for the road as well. Oh, I don't have any space in my inventory to buy new hats, dude. All right, we'll go visit the Hat Mouse tomorrow, first thing. I promise. I just don't want to have to deal with all the monsters that are out here on the way back or anything like that. So we'll leave the Hat Mouse as is for right now. Mark my words, the Hat Mouse. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. When can I see you again? Alright, pop these away in here. Banana pudding can go in there as well. Good night, pie. Let's just lock in the day, and then we'll start tomorrow off right by rolling ourselves a brand new goal. Let's do it. Is it Beatrix or Chloe that has the living hat? That would be Chloe of Fibrous Farm fame. Alright, well, let's unpin this, because Nightbot, this is no longer our current goal. And let's go find out what our current goal is going to be. What do you say? Let me bring up the randomizer here. I actually have it already up and ready here, just because, I mean, I figured we would get this done pretty quickly. And lo and behold, here we are. Boom. Welcome back. It's like we never left. I'm banking on this being a goal-heavy stream. I hope that the randomizer will not disappoint us in that regard. Let's start off right. Finish this goal. We did catch ourselves a void salmon quite easily. 5.5%. You gotta love those repeating numbers. How do you get a living hat? You've been bombing weeds on Ginger Island for 1 season and nothing. I mean, it's just luck of the draw. It's a 1 in 100,000 chance for every weed that you break. I don't know if maybe bombing doesn't work for it, but I can't imagine why it wouldn't, so. Hopefully get up to 7% today. I like the optimism, Amanda. Speaking of, I mean, we got to start our journey to 7% somehow, right? Let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1. Hit me with it. Ship a gold bar. Easy enough. We shipped gold ore yesterday. We get to ship a gold bar today. It's just gold, baby. It's all about that gold. We take those. Bring you on back in here. I actually should... I'm just going to get rid of the current goal thing in the top left for right now until we get more of a long-term goal. Yeah, that is a pretty good goal. We should already have some gold bars just ripe and ready to ship. We have exactly 1 gold bar. It's like I knew. It's like I knew. This music's not from Celeste, is it? Is this one from Celeste? No, this is Hollow Knight. This is Green Path from Hollow Knight. Must be an iridium quality gold bar. Could you imagine? Go for the gold. All right, let me write it down. Gold bar. Okay. I'll update the Nightbot command as well. Shouldn't slouch on that. Right back to the shipping goals. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because there's so many shipping goals to be had, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more variety here. All right. Easy peasy, putting in the breezy. Hey there, Julius Roberts. All right. So we got our gold bar ready to ship now. Let's go ahead and pop that in there. It's Wine Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Let's go take care of business down in the cellar. Shipping time, baby. So we go ship this gold bar. Then we'll pay a quick visit to the Hat Mouse, see what kind of new, fresh, and fancy fashions he's got ready for me. And then I guess we just sleep. Wonder if you could modify the randomizer to give you a list of completed goals. You probably could. Like, I'm sure there's so many things you can do if you're proficient with coding. But I dare not touch it. The fact that the randomizer works as well as it does is a small miracle in its own right. So I'm not gonna mess with a good thing for right now. Maybe in the future. I do have aspirations of making the randomizer a bit more accessible in the future. Ooh, HelloFresh. Like, I would like to make the randomizer its own, like, standalone website. I think that would be pretty cool if I could manage to make that happen at some point. That way, like, anyone, even if they have no experience with, like, Google spreadsheets or anything, you can just load up the website and start your own randomizer journey. I think that would be a fun way to do it. But I have literally zero experience with web development, so that's probably a long ways off, or I would have to, like, commission somebody else to help me make it. Either way, hopefully one day that can be realized. Our lone void chicken. Actually, we probably have multiple void chickens, don't we? Hello Fresh Supply Crate. That's an old throwback. Old throwback to Price of Perfection. Or POP, as the cool kids are calling it. You know what? There's a lot of debris here. I'm not going to be in the business of clearing that right now. I get easily distracted enough as it is. Let's just make our way down to Hat Mouse and stop dilly-dallying about. We have only touched one duck. We only have one touched duck. You're absolutely right. Dubnium, never forget. All right. We got a good old cap, the lucky bow. I can't encroach on Chloe's territory with that one. Cool cap. The sombrero. Sombrero is for getting $10 million, right? So that's pretty nice. Butterfly bow. I do like the butterfly bow. It's pretty cute. Cowgal hat. Little sailor's hat. I don't know. What are you guys feeling on this one? Are you should I just buy? I only have spot for or space for, if I get rid of all this stuff, I have space for 6 hats. I could just buy 6 hats. Feeling the bowler hat. I can buy a bowler hat. Butterfly bow. We already own a sailor's cap as well. I could buy an extra one. I like the cowgal hat. You can rock out with that maybe. Buy me a sombrero as well, just for novelty's sake. Tropiclip. I mean, I always dunk a little bit on the Tropiclip because it's literally like 2 pixels. But maybe they're the 2 best pixels in the game. Hunter's cap. Hunter's cap kind of feels like it might weirdly fit Beatrix. I don't know. Blue bonnet. That's Habu's thing. I'm not going to mess with it. We already do have the mouse ears, yeah. I'm going to buy the Hunter's cap. Let's do a quick little modeling sesh. Keep in mind, we can always mix up the outfits that these are with, but let's have a look. The bowler hat. Bowler hat looking like a bullet bill out here. Looking pretty sleek and clean. I like it. Little butterfly bow. Very cute. Very summery. Summery and fresh. Got ourselves the cowgal hat, which actually matches our outfit pretty well. Like, if we didn't have these purple boots and we had the purple and like pink shoes instead, then it would be pretty nice. Zoom in a bit. I guess I can zoom in just for the sake of this. Zoomies. Do a little zoomies. All right, here we go. Bowler hat. Looking very rounded. Keep the cowgal hat on. The cowgal hat's pretty nice. Why does everybody use female and not male? I know for speedrunners, female is better because you get money from your dad in the mail as opposed to like cookies or something from your mom. For me personally, I just think girls are cute, so I like to play as a girl so I can look at something I enjoy looking at more for a long period of time, if you know what I mean. Ooh, the sombrero. I think if we get a matching outfit for this sombrero, that would actually be pretty sleek. I think there's something to that. There's a little bit of hidden drip waiting in there. The Tropiclip. Gotta love those 2 pixels. You can only see them from half the ways that we're ever even facing. Girls are cute. I would say, like, guys are cute, too. But, like, they're not as cute. At least most guys are not as cute to me as girls are. Blessed 2 pixels. And the hunter cap. Looking like a trucker, honestly. Did I choose Chloe's gender? I did. Yeah, I randomized Chloe's appearance, but you do pick the gender. The gender is not something that gets randomized. So I did pick the gender first and foremost. There we go. That is our assortment of hats right now. I think the cowgal hat is the one that fits in best with Beatrix's style right now. But I'm glad to have options. We can mix and match and get some pretty cool outfits going in the future, I would imagine, with all these. Glad to have some options. Guys are cute too, but not on the same level as girls. I'm with you. I mean, I feel like most guys would kind of balk at being called cute anyway. Guys don't want to be cute most of the time. Guys want to be, like, handsome, I guess. At least in the traditional archetypal sense. I don't mind being cute, though. Non-binary noises. Everyone is cute in their own right. I mean, there's no truer statement than that. Everyone is cute and beautiful and amazing in their own right, regardless of your gender. People are cute. Exactly. When you were a child, being cute for a guy was the highest compliment. I know there's a significant portion of guys who would probably like not want to be called cute, but I never understood that personally. I also think it's a pretty good compliment. Can I put the sombrero on the horse? We could. I think actually, you know what? I think you're onto something here. I think the sombrero would fit Iota pretty nicely. Let's go have a look. This is Celeste, yes. Oh my gosh. The drip? Sheesh. Holy Iota. Wait, no, put it back on. Put it back on, my queen. Look at you. Ooh. It's so nice. I love it. Such a wide brim. Just me and my horse vibing out here. I like it. Iota rocks that sombrero. She truly does. No one wears it better than Iota. This much I know to be true. Iota is only snoot from the front now. Oh, today is also Fruit Tree Day, lest we forget. We're all getting caught up in these lovely hats and the lovely goals, but we gotta stick to our guns here and continue farming as many fruits as possible. We're gonna have close to like a full stack of iridium fruits, of like each of these iridium fruits pretty soon. I know we're already over like 600 and probably closing in on like 700 or 800 by now, which is pretty wild. Alright. Wait, I'm missing a peach? One peach has been lost in the shuffle here. I will not abide this. That's my princess peach right there. Hidden peach. Anyone else watch the Nintendo Direct with like the new, what is it, like Showtime Peach? What's it called again? That looks like a fun game. I'm a fan of Princess Peach, and I would absolutely play that game. It looks super fun. I digress. Let's go ahead and go to bed here. Gold bar successfully shipped. Pretty easy goal. Most of that day was not even dedicated. The gold bar was almost an afterthought to that, but that is a goal complete. We'll take it. Mario Bros. Wonder with the elephant suits. Dude, I cannot wait to get my hands on Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It looks so fun. And not just because of the elephant suits. That is merely an aperitif to the main course of that game. There was a goal happening? I know, right? I got lost in the fashion and the cuteness. At any rate, let's go ahead and pop on over to the randomizer again, shall we? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, hold on, my windows. Alright, here we go. Alright. Ship a gold bar. Let's get her done. Finish goal. Closing in on a lovely 5.7%. Well, actually, we've already hit 5.7%. We're closing in on a lovely 6%, is what I meant to say. 6% incoming. I feel like next goal, we'll hit like... I mean, either way, in 2 goals, no matter how this goes, we'll hit 6%, because it'll either go 5.8 to 6, or it'll go 5.9 to 6. Either way. Can we get a level up? Please. For the love of everything. Randomizer, please just give me this one. Just give me one level in anything. Anything will do at this point. Show me what you got. Ship an apple. Do we have spare apples kicking around? I don't know, honestly. I mean, we have an apple tree, but I don't know if we have any spare apples. More shipping. That's the way it goes sometimes. Send you on over here for a moment. I'd like to think that we saved an apple, but I wouldn't put it past myself to forget to do that, right? Passed your test today? Congrats, Priya. Very happy to hear that. That is extremely, extremely hype. Yeah, worst case scenario, we have to sleep until fall and then get an apple from our tree here. But hopefully that is not the case. Let me pop over to Nightbot real quick. Ship an apple. 33. Goal number 33. Love to see it. The apple doesn't fall far. All right, bring you on back here. Let's go have a look for an apple. If I were an apple that was not on a tree, where would I be? Would I be in this fridge? No, this is my convenience fridge. Would I be in this fridge, potentially? I see no apples. Would I be in my crops chest somehow? That's almost an apple, but it's a tomato. It's apple adjacent. Tomatoes are apples, but vegetables. I'm starting to believe I do not have any apples. We don't have an apple tree in the greenhouse. No, we reserved all the space in the greenhouse for the most profitable fruits that we had. Tomatoes are apples of the earth. Tomatoes don't grow in... I was going to say the same thing, actually, but they don't grow in the earth. They grow on, like, a vine. Tomatoes are apples of the vine. Divine apples. Burrito, welcome on in. You haven't missed too much. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I don't think that we have any apples. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't think of anywhere... I mean, I'll check every chest just to be on the safe side. We already checked there. Nothing there. Nothing in here, correct? I forgot about this. This room's a little spooky. We don't talk about that room. Alright, well, I guess we just have to sleep till fall. That's not the end of the world. We'll just sleep till fall. We'll gather ancient fruit harvests as they come. They should come every Tuesday, provided none of the days get rained out, so that'll be nice. And then we will ship an apple. For the time being, I might as well, since we're going to be on this one for a hot second here, let me find it in my list of goals here. Shipping apple. Boom, there it is. Ship an apple. We have an apple tree, yes. We have an apple tree, we just don't have any spare apples from said apple tree. It's currently summer. We had to sleep till summer to catch a Dorado, so we only have to wait until fall now, and then we should be fine. And we'll be able to ship all the apples that we dare to. Alright, well, in the meantime, just pop outside every now and again to get ourselves a daily screenshot. Let me check up on the hay in the silo. I think I topped it up just pretty recently, so it should be fine, but just so I know where it's at. Actually, no, we could probably top that up right now. Miss Palindrome, welcome on in. You slept through your alarm. Oh, no! At least you didn't sleep too long through your alarm. You still made it here. We should keep collecting the non-greenhouse fruit for cooking / shipping. I'm with you, especially now that, obviously, I've run into this apple conundrum. We should probably endeavor to do that. Although I don't think we need much in the way of fruit a lot of the time for cooking. I know we need apricot for a fruit salad. I can't think of too many other cooking recipes that actually require fruit tree fruit. I'm sure there are some, but none that are coming to mind for, like, top of mind right now. Apple for cranberry candy. Why do they call it cranberry candy if there's a dang apple in there, dude? What the heck? Is the cranberry There's the cranberry, but the apple is the candy? Make it make sense. Concerned ape, what the heck? Alright, let's just go ahead and sleep. Goal unclear, I choose to sleep. It's what it all boils down to eventually, is you just gotta sleep it through. Do I have any more goat milk here? I've already somehow gone through all my goat milk that I collected. Didn't we have, like, so much goat milk? I guess it just goes that fast sometimes. Plant some pumpkins in the fall. Don't we have pumpkins? I thought we took care of it, or maybe I accidentally shipped some of my pumpkins. You're probably right. Okay. Yeah, in the fall we can plant some pumpkins. If Miss Palindrome says it, I'm gonna assume that it's something that is of the utmost importance, because Miss Palindrome has her finger on the pulse of this randomizer most of the time. Accidentally shipped? I don't think I accidentally shipped any pumpkins. I think I just accidentally sold some pumpkins. Yeah, they're not in the shipping collection. But I probably sold them in the hustle and bustle to try and get my gold clock at some point. Sounds about right. Did I say accidentally shipped? I didn't mean I didn't mean to alarm anyone. That was just a misspeaking on my part. Is this a low percent run but randomized? More or less, yeah. So the idea, I mean, there's a rules document linked in the description. If you're ever concerned or confused about what's going on, but at its core, like, the randomizer is basically, we're going for perfection. But we have to do it in the order that the randomizer tells us. So eventually we will hit perfection, but we can't do things that the randomizer hasn't told us to do until we get those specific goals. So it's kind of like a low percent building up to a 100%. No goats in middle barn. There are no goats allowed in middle barn. Somehow that's going to be a mnemonic that sticks in my brain. Alright. Plenty of goat milk for the future here. Off to bed with us. Lovely rainy day. As long as we don't get rained out on Tuesday, I'm happy for the rain. I will not say no to rain. Dude, why do the sturgeons in that aquarium, they always look so silly to me? They're just little, like, semicircles. I love it, dude. They're so funny. I don't know why they're so funny, but they're funny. There is no war. Goats in bossing middle barn. I like where your head's at with that one. How close do I think I may be to having enough money for the rest of the run? We're honestly probably pretty close. I haven't been keeping track of how much, like, money we have banked, but we have a lot of ancient fruit. We have a lot of regular fruit from these fruit trees. I think I mean, we need enough money for the return scepter, for the movie theater, for the remaining obelisks. Those are some of the, like, the biggest expenditures, for sure. So I feel like we're pretty close to having enough for, like, all that, just banked in our chest. But I haven't been keeping track, to be perfectly blunt. Gotta love the Avatar reference. I gotta rewatch Avatar, honestly. I only watched it for the first time a few years ago, and I loved everything about it. And now I gotta go rewatch it. Because honestly, a lot of the times for me, a show is better on the rewatch than it is on the first watch. Does anyone else get that? It's weird because, like, when I rewatch a show and I, like, know everything that's gonna happen, I just get to, like, look out for all the things that, like, are foreshadowing that I may have missed on the first time around. And I just end up appreciating the show a lot more on, like, an artistic level when I rewatch it, like, a second, third, even fourth time, depending on the depending on the length of the show a lot of the time. That said, most shows that I've ever watched, I've only ever watched through one time. There's only a very select few that I've watched through multiple times, because they are just, like, important to me in some way, and I decide to commit the extra time to the rewatch. It's always so good. You rarely like rewatching things? To each their own. That's totally fair. I wonder if there's a correlation between how people feel about spoilers in general and your inclination to want to rewatch something. Because for me personally, most of the time I do not care that much about spoilers, unless it's for something that I've been looking forward to for like a very long time, and I want to go into it blind for any number of reasons. In that case, I try to avoid spoilers wherever I can. But most of the time, like for shows that I'm only tangentially interested in or what have you, I don't mind spoilers. And honestly, a lot of the time, some spoilers can get me interested in, like, watching the show or the movie or what have you. Because I'll hear the spoiler, I'll be like, okay, that sounds really interesting. I want to know how those characters got to that point or how this event came to transpire, and then I'll, like, go and watch it, and I'll be excited for when that moment does come around. You hate spoilers with a passion. You know what? That tracks. If you don't rewatch and you hate spoilers with a passion, I'm starting to build up a theory here. The theory of spoiler rewatch adversity. You love spoilers and you love rewatching? I mean, it makes sense because, like, I wonder then if, like, you got spoiled on something that you've never watched, like you just got, like, the whole show or, like, the main beats of it spoiled for you, and then you watched it. If you're, like, an avid rewatcher, would you enjoy it even more than you would have if you hadn't been spoiled on it? There's no real way to test that unless you have a time machine, but it's an interesting thought for sure. Knowing that Uncle Iroh was a tea shop owner and basically nothing else going into Avatar was something. that's yeah. You know what? I can see that would be a pretty wild experience. I'm trying to think of what I knew before I watched Avatar for the first time. I knew that, I mean, I don't even want to say some of the things, because like I said, I don't mind spoilers, but I know that that does not hold true for a lot of people, so I don't want to spoil anything, even though it's like a relatively old show at this point. I think it is one of those shows that is special enough that you should avoid spoilers if that is your modus operandi. But I knew a few things about Zuko before going into that show, and it allowed me to appreciate his whole role in that show a lot more, in my humble opinion. Yeah, no spoilers in chat, please. No spoilers for just about anything in chat if we can avoid it. It makes it hard to discuss media if we have to avoid spoilers on literally everything, but on shows that are that important to the cultural zeitgeist, I would say try to avoid it if possible. Have I seen Korra? I did actually. I've watched through the entirety of The Legend of Korra. Because I finished Avatar and I was like, dude, I need more. And then I found out there was more via Korra. And while I'm probably of the opinion of most people, the same way that I don't think that Korra is quite as good as the original Avatar: The Last Airbender, I still really enjoyed my time with Korra. I think it was a pretty good show in its own right. Maybe not one that I would want to like religiously rewatch, like I could see myself doing with Avatar if I had enough time. But still a very, very good show. There are some weird choices in it, but, you know. It's hard to follow up one of, like, the most critically acclaimed animated series of all time, right? I don't think any of us would want to be in that position that the showrunners of Korra were in. Any hopes for the Netflix series? I mean, I just hope that it's, like, passable. It doesn't have to be, and probably cannot, for most people, live up to the expectations of the original The Last Airbender. But as long as it's, like, you know, at least, like, a 7 out of 10, I think we're chilling. I think, you know, they've done their due diligence at that point. I would love for it to be, like, a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but you can't go into something expecting it to be a 9 out of 10 most of the time. Otherwise, for the vast majority of things, you're probably going to have your hopes dashed. I don't really know much about, like, I haven't been keeping up with any news that's come out about the, because it's like a live-action remake, right? I've seen, like, a couple screenshots, I think, or like that, or at least, like, one screenshot, but I haven't really seen too much else about it, so I am pretty uninformed when it comes to that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of getting... I mean, I know I wasn't speaking of this at all, but I was thinking about this. Because we're hunting this apple right now, and that has on my mind, like, oh, I should get these other fruits and have some on hand for future goals. We should go grab the mangoes from this tree down here, because that's one that I could easily... Like, if I get, like, ship a mango as a goal, I'm going to be kicking myself if I don't do this right now. So let's go ahead and take care of business there. We do have an apple tree, yeah. We have one apple tree outside the greenhouse, and none inside the greenhouse. Do I need mangoes for anything other than shipping? You need a mango to make mango sticky rice. Beyond that, is there anything of importance with these mangoes? Yeah, we just have to wait until fall, basically. You don't really understand the point of the Netflix series doing the same story again. But then you thought about One Piece, thought that about One Piece, and that ended up being a shockingly good adaptation. I mean, I think it's just even if they're like retelling the same story, it's just a good way to market that story to people who didn't watch the original for one reason or another. Maybe they're like not a big fan of animation. Maybe it wasn't the right time for them. Who knows? I think retelling a story that's as good as like the Avatar story has its merits without, you know, having to... I wouldn't mind them like going into the world of Avatar and like telling new stories, but I think an adaptation of that sort is pretty sensible too. We could plant some trees on Ginger Island. That is one approach we could take. And if we... I don't know, we might end up having to do some of that at some point, but for now I think we should be alright just to continue on our way here. I got sticky rice from a crate in yesterday's stream. But I'll have to cook sticky rice at some point. Merely having the sticky rice is not good enough. One does not simply have mango sticky rice. Hope they make some fun changes. I'm a little scared about what Appa is going to look like in a live-action remaster. But if they're diligent and careful about it, I mean, maybe that's already been revealed. I don't know, but I'm a little nervous about that one, because how do you take that dude who was like an amazing part of the first show and make it as impactful in a live action setting? I don't know. It feels like one of those things that is much more tailored to animation than it is to live action. Kind of like how like the live action Disney remakes have fallen flat for a lot of people, especially ones that feature like anthropomorphized animals, like in The Lion King or something like that. Appa looks okay. That's my concern, is that he merely looks okay, whereas in like the original show he had so much like personality about him. Either way, it's gonna have its pros and it's gonna have its cons, just like all media does. There is not a single show, movie, book, whatever you want to say, that is flawless out there by any stretch of the imagination. And that's the way I enjoy it. Because if something was perfect, then, like, we'd never need to make anything new ever again, right? It's like, yeah, wrap it up, folks. We found the perfect movie. It's a movie that everybody loves everything about. That would be so boring. Maybe I'll only have to ship it and I'd be golden. If that was the way the food worked, that would be helpful, but nah, for perfection we have to cook all the recipes one way or another. What have we cooked? What have we been like we've had like one cooking goal, right? Complete breakfast. Is that literally it? Look at all these cooking goals we have access to, and not a single one beyond the complete breakfast, which is arguably like one of the hardest ones that we could have gotten. This randomizer is a little silly at times. Isn't that just the Princess Bride? I don't know. I don't remember enough about the Princess Bride to make an informed opinion on that, but it is pretty well beloved. Two movies that come to mind when like someone mentions like, oh, is there such thing as a perfect movie? Or like a movie that like the majority of people like love in some way, shape, or form, or that you hear very little naysayers about. The Princess Bride is up there. The other one I hear like so much love about that I've yet to see myself, mind you, is Spirited Away. Can anyone attest to Spirited Away? Because I mean, like I'm obviously, like I said, everyone I've ever heard talk about it loves Spirited Away. Shawshank Redemption actually also kind of fits that bill. You didn't like the Princess Bride? We have some Princess Bride naysayers in chat right now. You know what? They do exist. E.T. I really like E.T., but I don't think it's necessarily... I don't think it quite fits the echelon of these same movies. Shrek is memed too much. Shrek is fun, but it is highly memed upon now. Spirited Away. Both Spirited Away and Shawshank are really good. Probably really good for different reasons. We are currently in summer right now. Halfway through summer. Rip Smash Mouth. They are basically just like the Shrek band at this point, aren't they? The band that's known for the one song that's in Shrek. That sucks. It's quite a legacy to leave, though, you gotta admit. Yeah, I'll need to watch Spirited Away at some point. I honestly, like, for all that I've heard about it, I've only ever heard, oh, it's so good. I don't know anything about what it's about. I have no idea. I know the title, and I know it's, like, one of the most critically acclaimed movies that I've ever heard of. And that's it. I don't even have the faintest, foggiest idea of what the plot is, but I probably don't need to know. I just need to know that, like, this many people can't be wrong, right? Or at least this many people are usually not wrong. People can dislike what they dislike, don't be weird about it. Very true, yeah, you don't, like, if... I don't know if people are being weird about it in the chat, I'm not keeping up entirely with the discussion, but... if someone doesn't like something that you love, that's okay, that's part of being human, that's just part of the human experience. People are not... no two people are gonna like the same things, and some people are gonna absolutely hate something that you adore. And it's easy to take that as, like, a personal attack. It's a dangerous road to fall down. Like, if you absolutely are in love with, like, a certain franchise. Take this from a person, by the way, who I can speak from experience, because I absolutely adore the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic series, and it came to me at a time in my life where it was very important to me and was a pivotal part in, like, my upbringing to a certain extent. And obviously, like, a lot of people absolutely hate that show and the online phenomenon that, like, came along with it. You can't let it become, like, you can't let a media property become a defining part of your personality, otherwise people who don't like that, or you're going to encounter people who don't like that media property for one reason or another, and you're going to feel like it's a personal attack on you when it isn't. It's just that they have a different life experience than you, and they probably have movies that they themselves put a lot of personal investment into that maybe you aren't as fond of, so it's, you know, hopefully that makes some level of sense. How dare someone have an opinion, a different opinion about something so subjective? I know, right? Crazy times we're living in. On that note, it is Tuesday, my dudes. Which means that it is, guess what? Ancient Fruit Harvest Day. Ooh, baby. How much money do we even make from every ancient fruit harvest? I just heard a tree fall. If a tree falls on your farm, but you're not there to see it, does it leave wood? It's the eternal question. I know we're all waiting for an answer. Don't know if there is an answer. Look at all these trees, though. These little saplings. Might as well take them out while I've got some time to kill waiting for the Junimos. Imagine having opinions in this day and age. This isn't quite this. This isn't to do with anything similar, but I do love that there's like that Twitter meme. Has anyone seen this? Where it's like I forget what the exact format is, but the quote is amazing. It's something to the effect of I'm over looking for reputable sources. I'ma start believing people. It's so good. You should look for sources, by the way. You should do your own research on things and find the sources, but it's so good. I'ma start believing people. I don't know why I love it so much. Whoops, just accidentally punched my microphone. Don't take it as a personal attack, I promise. I didn't mean to do it. Source, just trust me, bro. Source, dude, just trust me. Exactly. Oh, there it is. There's that fallen tree. Wait, that wasn't... Okay, no, that wasn't, like... I was worried for a split second my heart stopped because I thought it was the, like, lucky tree that all the hooties have gathered around here. Hooties and the chicken. But no, it was merely one of those trees' brethren. Still, that was a scarily close lightning strike to our little sacred hootie grove here. Don't mind me, little Junimos, I'm just overseeing your fine work. Although I see that you appear to have missed a spot down here. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, but, like, you were already down here clearly to get these plants, so, okay, yeah, that's more like it, that's more like it. I knew I could count on all you. Keep up the good work, Junimos. Don't forget, you're slated for your quarterly audit pretty soon. So, make sure that your huts are in tip-top shape here. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up my ancient fruits. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're almost at a full stack of regular quality ancient fruit. We could probably sell a considerable portion of that. In fact, why don't we sell a considerable portion of that? Because, like, otherwise it's going to overflow into a new stack and it's going to be, like, a whole big thing. So let's just go over to Pierre's and quickly sell off some of our ancient fruit, shall we? I don't see why not. Beatrix the pit boss. Beatrix's drip goes well with the iridium sprinklers. Me going as an iridium sprinkler for Halloween. Anyone have any ideas what they're going for Halloween this year, if you're going to dress up at all? I haven't dressed up for Halloween properly in like in a very long time. Hold up. I should split up this stack. Let's make this the stack we're gonna sell from. I'm gonna save some ancient fruit. Like 26 is probably fine for right now. We still have more harvests waiting for us, so I'm not concerned about it. We'll sell 810 real quick here. Not too shabby. Quick half mil, which we take those sometimes. You gotta, that's like not even like the majority of what money we have left. Like we still have so much in reserve just from like our auto grabbers and all of our coops and barns and stuff. I like forgot that we have stuff still building up in there. Speaking of, I should check my silos really quick because this hay does go down pretty fast. You got a skeleton onesie, that's a classic costume. Victorian style villain. Unpopular opinion, you don't like Halloween. How dare you? How dare you, Annika? It's my favorite holiday. And by discounting it, you discount me as a person. I'm just kidding. But these are the traps you can fall into if you equate something that you enjoy with your personality so much. Nah, Annika, it's all good. You're totally within your rights to not like Halloween. I hope you don't mind me using you as using that as an example. It's all good, I promise. Maybe a deer and hunter again. Ooh, that'd be a fun costume. One costume that I've always wanted to do, but I've never like taken the initiative to actually put together, is to go as Jekyll and Hyde. And do like sort of like a hat, like split like across the face, like maybe like wear like some makeup on my face that's like half Jekyll, half Hyde, and like do like the split personality thing. I think that could be a lot of fun. There's probably costumes out there designed for that, but I would want to do kind of like a bespoke thing personally and make my own sort of version of the Jekyll and Hyde thing. I've got some ideas for it, but like I said, I've never really executed on it. But maybe this is the year. I don't know. Like Two-Face from Batman, kind of, yeah. But less like fewer burns. I don't think Jekyll or Hyde were burned. You went as Mario Chat one year with your wheelchair. It was fun. That sounds like a fun time. Absolutely. Some people were surprised last year that you don't celebrate Christmas. There are like a lot of people that don't celebrate Christmas, right? Like it's kind of one of those times a year that, you know. I mean, maybe do you celebrate anything else around that time of year? Because that could be somewhat surprising, because that is kind of a holiday time of year. But like it's not always Christmas. Sometimes you got something else you're celebrating. But if you don't celebrate anything at all, that's also totally fine. But it is mildly surprising just due to the cultural norms that we built around that time of year. Mario Chart. Okay, I was confused a little bit because I was like Mario Chat. I was trying to parse that. Are you talking about like Small Ant's chat when he plays Mario Odyssey? I don't know. It's a very unique costume if that's the case. Mario Kart. Now that makes even more sense. Oh, okay. Mario Kart in the wheelchair. Yo, that's such a fun idea. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that for you. That sounds like an amazing costume. Wish Halloween was an actual holiday. It is one of those holidays that like everyone knows of and acknowledges to a certain extent, but it's not like, it still kind of feels like a meme holiday, you know? It's not like a holiday that you're gonna get time off work for most of the time. You might get to, like, dress up in a fun costume to work, but that's about as far as it'll ever go. On the few occasions where I have had to work on Halloween, because most of the time I get Halloween off, for one reason or another. But I have had to work Halloween, and I have gone in costume to work sometimes. The one I always remember is I went as just a vampire one year. It was just kind of like a last minute thrown together costume, but it honestly like worked out pretty well. Because I already have naturally extremely pale skin. Like, I look like I'm made of gossamer sometimes under the right lighting. So it was just a natural fit. I'm basically like a vampire if vampires were real, except minus like the drinking blood part, as far as you know anyway. Moving on. Really hasn't taken hold in France? I didn't know that. No Halloween in France? That is surprising. Maybe not that surprising. I mean, that's one thing I've learned in my time streaming, is that you get to learn a lot more. I feel like I've become more worldly just by virtue of interacting in chat with people from all over the world. And I talk about these things, and people will be like, we don't really have that here, or they like don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, oh, I guess I've always experienced the world from a very specific and niche perspective, and now it's being widened, and I appreciate that. Kids celebrate Candy Day. Candy Day sounds like my kind of holiday for sure. I mean, that's basically Halloween, but but I'm more into Halloween for the spoopiness than I am for the candy personally. In fact, candy, I've kind of fallen out of love with candy in my adult age. Don't get me wrong, I still eat candy from time to time. I still love me my high chews, but I don't go out of my way to get it as often as I used to. And not for like health reasons, although that is something you have to concern yourself with as you get older, and you probably should consider it when you're younger as well if you want to set yourself up for success. But I mean, who am I kidding? I'm not going to persuade anybody, because I was also given that talking to when I was a kid of like, eat your vegetables, don't eat too much candy, you're going to regret it when you're older. And I'm like, yeah, but it's good, and I don't feel any of the negative effects right now, so I am not going to listen to you because you're clearly wrong and have no life experience on me, an 11-year-old child. What was I talking about again? Does anyone remember? Sometimes I just go off on tangents, and then I'd like come back to reality, and I'm just picking bananas off of a tree. And I'm like, how did we end up here? If candies didn't exist, or if cavities didn't exist, you'd munch on sour candies all the time. That is also a main concern for sure. My teeth are pretty rough. Has anyone else noticed, by the way, like, I don't buy a lot of candy, but when I'm at the grocery store, I just naturally see a lot of candy, because they often have them in the next to you in the queue as, like, little impulse buy kind of things. And more, I'm seeing a tendency towards, like, revitalizing old candies, but specifically in sour gummy form. You get, like, your sour gummy nerds, your sour gummy lifesavers, your sour gummy frickin' Tootsie Rolls? I don't think that's a real one, but, like, it could be, for all I know. Like, sour gummy is the trend of the year, it seems. I keep seeing it all over the place. How about we all dress up as an eggcorn this year? One collective eggcorn. You're confused now? Me too. I'm confused by the abundance of sour gummy candies. Don't get me wrong, I like sour gummy candies. It's probably my preferred archetype of candy most of the time. But, like, I like having a variety of possible options for candy as well, rather than just everything being the same sour gummy, acidic, tangy formula, you know? You don't like Tootsie Rolls? They are okay, in my opinion. If I were making a candy tier list, I think I would slot Tootsie Rolls, probably in the B tier, if I'm really being honest with myself. I do like them, and I like them more than the average candy off the shelf, I would say, but they're certainly far from being my favorite. Sour chocolate sounds like the absolute worst. I feel like sour chocolate is one of those things that sounds absolutely vile, but when you eat it for the first time, you'll probably be like, oh, it's not that bad. In fact, some people will probably enjoy it. That said, some people also enjoy the taste of olives, so you can't always trust some people. I've soured on sour candy. I wouldn't say I've soured on it, although I appreciate the play on words. But there's just so much of it. I feel like sour candy has been diluted. It's no longer as sour as it used to be. I've sweetened on sour candy. You're some people who like olives. You love olives. I love olives. Black olives anyway. You love all olives. I'm making a mental checklist of everyone who's admitting to love olives right now, and I'm taking all of your future messages in chat with a grain of salt. I'm just kidding, but like, you like what you like. If you can somehow get past the absolutely the retch-inducing taste of olives, more power to you. If I were able to enjoy every food under the sun, if I had a genie wish that I could give to myself to be like, I want to enjoy every taste imaginable, I would probably do that. Except maybe like the taste of poison. That's probably one you don't want to enjoy the taste of, because I feel like you might enjoy your last meal very much, but it would be your last meal pretty soon. Garlic stuff olives are S tier. I'm with you on the garlic, not so much on the olives. That said, I don't think I would eat just like raw garlic on its own either. That'd probably be pretty awful. Some poisons are quite delicious naturally. Nature is just kind of mean with it sometimes, huh? Taste buds are genetic. It's the least subjective opinion per person. I guess that's valid. But then why am I the only person in my family that hates tomatoes? Why am I the only person that's right? Why are you booing me? I'm right. What about olive oil? Olive oil is not something you consume. I mean, it literally is, but like, it's not something you'd be like, I'm gonna have my frosted flakes with olive oil this morning. No, it's like, you use it to cook. But I don't think I've ever noted a specific taste with olive oil. Maybe because I don't actually use olive oil. I typically use like canola oil for my cooking. Either way. Maybe there's a difference there that I'm not privy to. There probably is, but hey there, Oceana, welcome on in. Task day, baby, you're not wrong. A good olive oil is sublime. I just don't believe that olive oil really has a taste. That's like saying, ooh, I love the taste of air. It's like, you don't taste air unless there's something bad, something foul in the air. Then you taste that because it's not good. Olive oil definitely has a taste. It probably does, but like, it's not supposed to be a taste that you notice, right? Unless you're like Gordon Ramsay or something. Maybe I just don't have very proficient taste buds. Maybe that's a big part of why I don't like wine. Like, I've tried many different wines in my time, just because people constantly tell me, like, oh, it's an acquired taste. You gotta try this one or that one. But literally every single wine I've ever tried, they all taste the same. Well, not all necessarily, like, exactly the same. There are some minute differences, but really the differences boil down to, is this a red wine? Is this a white wine? Is this a rosé wine? That's about it. Those are the only real discernations that I can make. And maybe it's because my taste buds are, like, stymied in some way. Because people will, like, you read the back of a wine bottle, and it'll be like, oh, this has hints of chocolate and tobacco and peppermint bark. And you're like, nah, dude. It just tastes like alcohol. This is bad. Nah, it's just peer pressure? Fair enough. I'm also willing to accept that. They all taste the same. I'm sure if you tasted enough of them, you'd start to be able to, like, discern differences. But I've never understood that. Like, if something's an acquired taste, you get that a lot. You hear that a lot when it comes to alcoholic beverages, but also when it comes to, like, coffee and stuff. People will tell you, oh, it's an acquired taste. You just have to drink enough of it in order to, like it and appreciate it. But I've never, ever understood that mentality. Why in the world would you want to drink something that has an acquired taste? Like, if you don't like the taste of it, don't drink it. Maybe that's just my brain being too geared towards, like, instant gratification. Like, if something is not enjoyable to me in the moment, but it has longer-term benefits, then I don't want to appreciate it when it comes around. Maybe it's one of those cases, but I don't think so. I think it's just like, you know, if there are drinks that taste good and there are drinks that taste bad, why would I ever drink the drinks that taste bad, especially if they're also bad for me compared to the drinks that taste good, like varieties of water, you know? Is mate a thing in Canada/US? Like the word mate? I'm familiar with the word in many different contexts. But you capitalized mate, which makes me think that it's a brand of some kind. We came up with a new thing like Ige Bowl, but we don't use it anymore. Ige Cob, I just carrot of bowl. That seems like a very early 2010s, late 2000s internet humor style thing, and I love that. You guys keep doing you. Mate the drink. I have seen like coffee mate. That's the only one I know of. If there are other versions of the mate beverage family, then I'm not really aware of them, but I do know coffee mate. I know coffee mate, and I also know Updog. Those are the two that I know. Dude, there's so many seeds. Holy moly. Literally tastes like cigarette ashes. What's up, dog? I don't know. What's up with you, mate? What's coffee, mate? I don't think I've ever naturally gotten someone with the Updog joke. I don't think it's possible in this day and age. Except maybe like a small child. But that's not really fair. Mate? Is it pronounced mate? Coffee mate? But there's no accent aigu over the E. Where's the apple tree, mate? It's coming, it's coming. In fact, tomorrow we're actually going to get to our, the first apples of the season. We only need one apple to ship, but I guess we should probably get more apples just on principle, at least for the cranberry candy, right? But tomorrow we can officially complete our next goal here of shipping an apple, so I'm happy with that. Mate is a T. So is coffee mate and mate are different things, is what I'm discovering here. Coffee mate is a different brand. There's no accent on latte either. You're right. I guess I should start calling it late. Or lat? Thank you for opening my eyes to this reality. Are we good to sleep? I think we are. I don't know why I feel like I'm missing something today. It's just because it's the end of a season, and I always feel like there's something I need to do in the transition to the next season, but... There's 2 T's in latte. Do the 2 T's necessarily imply that the E must be pronounced differently? How do you pronounce the GH in light? There are many linguistic questions to which there are no easy answers, I don't think. I need pumpkins and eggplants for fall, because I sold all my pumpkins and eggplants. I got you. So we're going to have to... I mean, I could plant the pumpkins and eggplants outside the usual field. Like, I think there's, like, space outside the field where the Junimos will still get to. Happy fall, everybody. But I think the easiest way to go about it... Apple. Apple get shipped. Goal sort of tangentially complete anyway. Boom. I think the easiest way to go about it is to just, like, go and yeet some of my ancient fruits. Like, we have plenty of ancient fruits to fall back on anyway. I feel like I can just, like, yeet a selection of my ancient fruit crops to make room for the eggplants and the pumpkins that we need to grow to future-proof ourselves here. We can grow them on the island, but we can't harvest them on the island because there are no Junimo huts. That we can't place Junimo huts on the island, and that's the only way we can really harvest anything right now without leveling up and farming. I can buy 1 eggplant. Got it. 1 eggplant. I will buy no more, no less than 1 eggplant. You have my word, Miss Palindrome. And, like, 3 pumpkins. So I only need to lose 4 ancient fruit spots. I'll do that tomorrow, though, because tomorrow is ancient fruit harvest day anyway. So I might as well get the harvest from the ancient fruit plants I'm about to destroy. And then, and go from there. 6 pumpkins total. Good to know. Thank you. For now, though, wait, did I need to re-up the hay in the silo? I think I looked at the silo and I made a mental note of like, oh, I need to put more hay in the silo, and then I just like started talking about lattes again, as I so often do. 95. All right, we need to definitely re-up that then. Katie Kruger, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. All right, take all this out of here. That should be more than enough to fill us out. Lunar Shadow, welcome on in. This stream so far, we've caught a void salmon and shipped a gold bar, and we have already shipped an apple, but we haven't, we did that earlier today, so I just need to sleep for the goal to be officially completed. And that's where we're currently at. Buy seeds today. I guess, yeah, I can just go buy the seeds today. There's no reason not to do that. Buy seeds today and ship banana, peach, and palms. I mean, we don't get to ship the banana or the peach or anything like that because they're not part of our goal. But I'm with you on buying the seeds. Christine, welcome on in. Made it to 2 live ones in a row. Happy to see you here. How are you doing, by the way, Pam? It's been a while since we've talked, my bestie. I'd eat healthier food if I could afford it. Amen, sister. Claire, welcome on in. A lot of people just rolling in right now. What time is it? It's 1:30 for me. I guess maybe people got off work or got out of school half an hour or so ago and made it home, made a little snack for themselves and tuned into the stream. Have I pegged anyone here? Do you feel seen? All right, so we need to buy 6, so we need 6 pumpkins according to Miss Palindrome, so I'm gonna buy 10 pumpkins and 1 eggplant, she said. Oops, accidentally bought 25. Oh well. Guess I'll have to plant all of them. I did only click once, to be fair. I only clicked one time. It's 9:30 a.m. for me, so no. It's possible you woke up, had breakfast, and tuned into the stream. Or just woke up, had a shower, and tuned into the stream. Do you guys have shower or breakfast first in the morning? Do not answer this question if you're a night showerer. Oh, I don't plant the seeds yet. Hold on. I gotta sleep first. If you're a night showerer, then disregard. But if you're a morning showerer, do you shower or breakfast first? Shower, neither. Breakfast always. I'm a breakfast first kind of guy. I just can't function properly if I don't have breakfast. And then like I can't even like get in the shower and feel good about it if I don't have breakfast first. You know what I mean? You have to go to bed clean. But you like lie in your bed for like 8 hours in like your own like oils. Even if you're clean, you're like what if you're like sweating through the night, which you naturally will probably. Don't you feel like gross and icky in the morning? I have done night showers before. I've been a night showerer in the past, and I'm firmly of the opinion that morning showers are the way forward for me personally. Showers make you sleepy? That's fair then. You sleep with the air cold, you're still gonna sweat. Even if it's an insignificant amount. You shower at night and in the morning? I feel like that could be a little bit of over-showering. Maybe it's not so bad if you're not, like, washing your hair during both showers at all times. I know that you can, like, definitely overwash your hair and dry it out pretty bad, but if you're not doing that every single shower, then you're probably fine. I'm a psycho who takes cold showers at night. I wouldn't necessarily call that psychotic. I've taken my fair share of cold showers in the past, just because most of the time when I take a cold shower, it's because it's just literally so hot outside that I can't stomach just a regular shower. I just can't handle it. The cold shower feels so good in those kind of situations. By the way, apropos of nothing at all, Apple successfully shipped $200 for an Iridium quality apple? Bro, imagine if we translate this, imagine like dollars is like yen. Imagine you're paying $2 for one apple. That's crazy. That's a good apple, dude. $2 for a solitary apple. That is an expensive apple right there. Very fancy apple. Get some apple emojis in chat. Organic Honeycrisp. Only the best for Beatrix. Alright, well, before we go and ravage our ancient fruits and plant some pumpkins and eggplants and what have you, I think I owe it to myself and all of you to roll ourselves a brand new stinking goal. Hopefully not stinking, hopefully a nice sweet smelling goal, actually. Sid, you got here. You did get here just in time. Just in time for a brand new goal. Let's go get it. Hop on over to the randomizer here. A lot of people rolling in pretty much at just the right time here. Welcome, welcome. Ship an apple has been successfully accomplished. Will this be 5.8 or 5.9% chance? Or not percent chance, you know what I mean. Let's just hit the button. Hit the button, stop dilly-dallying. 5.9%. We are one goal away from 6% here. A new percentile. A new moon percentile. Get some 5.9s in chat. 5.9 apples. Quick hydration break. Let's run it back. Generate me a goal in 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Ship Ginger. Okay. This is a cursed goal if you have not yet made it to Ginger Island, but should be totally doable for us. I don't think we have any ginger lying around the house, but we probably have some on Ginger Island. This should be totally fine. If you round up 5.9 enough, it's 100%. Round it up to the nearest 100%, you're right. Easy peasy ginger squeezy. Let's go do it. Let me update my Nightbot here. Ship Ginger. Hey, that's me. I'm a ginger. Goal number 34, this is. Let me write it down on my little notepad as well. I'm starting to get a rhythm for these goals. Void salmon, gold bar, apple ginger. Sounds like a recipe for the worst gold bouillon you ever tasted. What the heck is gold bouillon, by the way? Am I also a ship? I plead the fifth. I can not confirm nor deny my shippiness. Isn't it like gold bars? I think so. But it makes me think that it's edible because it's like bouillon cubes, which you use to like make soups, right? I don't know. Let's look around for some ginger. Let's see if I had the presence of mind to bring any ginger home with me. No ginger spotted here. What about over here? I wouldn't imagine so, because that's a crops chest. We don't really grow ginger. Is it spelled different? Is it not the same word, and I've just always conflated the two? Bouillon and bouillon. Are they pronounced the same? Are they like homophones, or is it one like bullion and one's like bouillon? Isn't bouillon a reduced sauce? Hey Siri. Define bouillon.
Bouillon means thin soup or stock made by stewing meat, fish, or vegetables in water.
There you go. Easy as that. Siri's never wrong. Siri wouldn't lie to us. Who's bullion? But what's the other one then? Bullion. Is it pronounced the same way though? Is my ultimate question, I guess. I honestly have no idea. It is bull. Hey Siri. Define bullion.
Bouillon means
no, not
stock made by stewing
Siri.
Fish,
we've been over this. Siri. Okay, that's not what I said. Define bullion.
As an adjective, Boolean means denoting a system of algebraic notation used to represent logical propositions by means of the binary
No, that's
digits
Boolean.
0, false,
That's
1,
Boolean. That's not oh my god.
Correct.
Siri, alright. Siri's not the best with pronunciation, it turns out. As Boolean, like Boolean logic. What the heck, man? Siri, she tries her best. You can't fault her for that. Alright, well, we can leave the Junimos to harvest the ancient fruits for right now, and... Well, actually, I can't go to Ginger Island. I was gonna say we can make a trip over to Ginger Island, but we gotta wait for Willy to open up anyway. Although, I guess by the time we get down there, he might already be open. Let's just go ahead and do this crop rotation while I'm thinking about it, though. Alright, get my eggplants, get my pumpkin seeds, go to town. I love to eat 01001, so on and so forth. It's my favorite. I love eating mathematical logic. For breakfast, especially. Alright. Pumpkins. I see a nice section right down here that's like 10 spots for pumpkins right here. So we'll just wait for the Junimos to get rid of these two. And then we can have a nice little pumpkin patch right here. Pumpkin Patch. Is Pumpkin Patch a character from something? Why do I want to say that, like, Pumpkin Patch is a character from a cartoon somewhere? I'm a lot more patient with Siri than you could ever be. Siri usually gets the job done. I can't get too mad at Siri. Thank you, my Junimo friends. Now let's yeet these out of here. Look away. This is somewhat painful to most Stardew Valley players, I would imagine. But it's for a good cause, I promise. Alright, get the pumpkins down. There you go. Now I have to plant 25 eggplants. Alright, fine. I'll only plant 6 eggplants, okay? I can't bluff that hard. We'll plant 6 eggplants, though, just to fill out that nice little patch right there. Could have been just 4 spots, but why not 14 spots? Actually, 16 spots, but I'm not a mathematician. Oh, cue the Puss in Boots meme? Oh, I don't know. Math's not really my thing. Wrong goal on screen, thank you. Good shout out. Do I have ginger readily accessible here? Personally, I don't, because I do not enjoy the taste of ginger. But I do have the goal ready. Pig Patch? Pig Patch is a Five Nights at Freddy's character. I know that. He's one of the mediocre melodies. There's way too much space in my brain reserved for Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Too much MatPat on the brain. Gotta bounce. Have a good one there, Zipporah. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Alright, now we'll go with the gold quality stuff for right now. And let's go to Ginger Island. The Island of Ginger. Maybe I was thinking of Peppermint Patty. It is the same alliterative quality, you're not wrong. Peppermint Patty. And I kind of was thinking like a Charlie Brown character was named Pumpkin Patch, so that tracks. It's a good shout out, actually. Lissy, are you in my brain? You hope we roll catch green algae soon? It would save a lot of headache. Yeah, honestly, you're not wrong. It would save a lot of having to, like, reset. We still have to worry about, like, the experience gain from catching green algae, at least until we get to a reasonably high fishing level. Probably, like, fishing level... Like, honestly, fishing level 3 is probably totally fine to not have to worry about little bits of experience like that ever again. Maybe even, like, fishing level 2. I don't know. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Alright. Surely I just have ginger lying about in a chest or in my fridge or something on Ginger Island, right? I got 54 ginger. Let's bring all that home. Is there anything else I should bring home while I'm here? I guess, like, I can bring home this, this, and this, and, like, maybe the dragon's teeth. Although the dragon's teeth are probably more useful here than they are anywhere else, right? Is there anything in the fridge lying about? Just a casual obsidian edge in the fridge, as I'm sure we all have at home. Dragon teeth for the obelisk I need? Yeah, but what are the odds we're going to roll that goal anytime soon? Sell one little piece of ginger, and then I'm going to head on home. It's Pigpen. Pigpen is also Charlie Brown. What's with all the P alliteration around Charlie Brown characters? Pigpen, Peppermint Patty. Those are literally the only two, but you know what I mean. Snoopy. Woodstock and Pudstock? Pacharlie, Pabrown? Exactly, you know where I'm coming from with this. Where else would I keep a sword? That's what I'm saying. You want that cold steel ready for action. Do you think there's anyone out there that uses a sword the same way that you would use like a kitchen knife? Like, do you think like someone's like, all right, time to cut up my meat for dinner, and they bust out a katana? Do you think that's literally that people do that on like a regular basis? There has to be like a few people, right? That's the wrong place to put all that. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll put all the ginger in the fridge for potential ginger ale investments in the future. Yes, they have YouTube channels. But I'm talking just for their own personal satisfaction, not for internet clout, not for like a YouTube video. Do you think they like wake up and they're like, I'm hungry and I want to have some buttered toast, and then they go get their loaf of bread, pull out their Tonto, and like chop some slices of bread, and then use that same Tonto to spread the butter across the toast later? Of course I know them. They're me. Lance, do you have something to share with the class? You've chopped a watermelon in half with a katana before? The real-life fruit ninja. Chip the countertop? Sounds about right. That sounds pretty cool, though, Dara. Did I harvest any oranges or peaches during the summer? I mean, peaches we have in the greenhouse. Oranges, I did harvest 6 oranges during the summer. So let's go ahead and let's set these all aside for, yeah, the peaches we don't need to worry about because they're in the greenhouse. Same with the pomegranates. We'll set those aside for right now. Am I sure that I don't do that? I'm pretty sure. Just because I know what a Tonto is doesn't mean that I have one, you know? I need 2 apples for recipes. I'm 50% of the way there. Look at that. Thank you for staying on top of that, Miss Palindrome, as always. Thank you. Peaches, 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 peaches. I should have saved that for Wednesday, but it's fine. I'll refill that keg on Wednesday as usual, just to keep up with the same cycle in my brain. All right. The ginger has been officially shipped, right? So we just sleep for the night and we're good to go, I think. Boom. Ginger shipped. Our shipping collection is starting to look pretty pronounced, I must say. Get some ginger emojis in chat. Ginger emojis, please. And put a little goat cheese in there. Let's go do our casks, and then we'll go roll a new goal. Just because I feel like being a little quirky about it. Oop, got one more there. Ginger emoji. I see some people, like Switch Glitch and Sarah Yams, posting an emoji of some kind, but it shows up as a white rectangle for me. I'm gonna assume maybe there's a ginger emoji that's exclusive to Android or something like that, but I appreciate the effort. Annika, is that a peanut? Durmeister getting creative with it. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's go roll a new goal, shall we? Man, the fact that I'm getting used to coming back to this screen so often now is a little scary. The fact that I like have it like down in my muscle memory on how to get back to this screen through my OBS like keyboard shortcuts, it's freaking me out a little bit. I'm not used to this level of goal diversity, but here we are. Ship ginger, finish goal. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. 6% on the dot. Oh! Chat, we're closing in. Are we going to hit 7% today? Are we going to hit 7%? That would be like 5 more goals. That's a lot. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. We all know how this randomizer can be. We haven't made it 46 streams into this challenge without knowing that the randomizer is, you know, how should I say it? Obstinate? Is that a good word for it? Is that a polite enough word? 1% a day keeps the doctor away. All right, well, let's start. No time like the present. Let's start working towards 7%. Here we go. Generate me a goal. Show me what you got. Befriend Shane! We haven't had a befriend goal in so long. Oh, Shane. He gets to be part of the circle. Let's go. Do we have good things to befriend Shane with, though? New friend. Blue chickens. Purple friend. Time to buy beer, hot peppers. We do have, we should have a bunch of rabbit's feet, right? We've probably had a significant buildup of rabbit's feet. And that should be a totally fine gift for Shane. He's not of the same mind as Penny, right? Hold on, let me set up Nightbot correctly here. I'm just glad it's not another shipping goal. Befriend Shane. Goal number 35. Wouldn't have it any other way. Shane and Pam in the same small circle of friends here. I'm starting to notice a bit of a trend. Only Penny is of the same mind as Penny. Alright, let me write it down as well here. Shane. Pizza and beer from the saloon if I want to give him some other gifts. Yeah, let me quickly refresh on all of Shane's best gifts. There might not be too many options here. Let me wiki that. Shane, beer, hot pepper, pepper poppers, and pizza. Okay, yeah, so it's really just beer and pizza. We don't really have any hot peppers to spare, nor pepper poppers that we can acquire. So it's probably like rabbit's feet, beer, and pizza if we want to mix it up a little bit. Good to know. Let me... I also am going to need to change the goal in the upper left here, so why don't I do this? Properties, browse. Browse over to my friendship goals. Where is Shane at? Right down here. There we go. I almost hit exit on OBS. That would have been bad. I think it gives me a prompt to be like, are you sure you're in the middle of the stream? You probably shouldn't close this, but... Still, it was a little spooky that my mouse was hovering that direction. Spring birthday. Yeah, we probably aren't going to hit Shane's birthday. Although, I guess, depending on how long it takes to befriend him, you never know. Do I have any rabbit's feet set aside? I do actually have some rabbit's feet set aside, but certainly our rabbits have been pretty busy over the past however many years or seasons since we last checked in with them. So I think we can probably go collect even more rabbit's feet than this. I have a beer. I do have a beer, you're right. Pam sent me a beer in the mail, and I was just saving it to ship, but now we can use it for a much more integral purpose. To start our friendship with Shane off correctly. Good call, Lisa. If I have more than 5 hot peppers set aside... Anything more than 5 are gifts for Shane and Lewis. I think we liquidated our crops pretty efficiently during the Gold Clock saga. But we can check. Check and see what kind of hot pepperage we're working with here. We have 25 hot peppers? No high quality ones, but holy, maybe we did think ahead to this. I forgot that we had some hot peppers. Okay. Okay. Make some magic happen with those hot peppers. Let's grab this beer, though. Start things off right. You did, you just didn't tell me. Miss Palindrome with the with the long con play. Hey there, Trego J. Welcome on in. You knew I liked giving a variety of gifts. You know me so well. Appreciate that. It's true, Iridium Rabbit's Feet will give the most friendship points. You're not wrong there. but I mean, if we're befriending someone, this is what I like about the befriending goals, is that like we get to sort of put a spotlight on that one character for just the briefest amount of time while we get to experience their story, you know? We get to show what makes them unique by giving them a variety of gifts. No rabbit's feet in here. And then experience their heart events. This is the Shane show now. What the heck? Dubnium did not like where that brick floor was placed, apparently. That was Dubnium's spot. Alright, let's go ahead, grab the rabbit's feet out of here. Don't really have... I guess I can get rid of this brick floor. In theory. Don't mind... I'll... Okay, well... Alright, I should have seen that coming. I got a little overzealous with the placing of that brick floor. That's on me. Accidentally pet a rabbit. But it's not like, you know, it's not the end of the world. We didn't have that much invested in that day regardless. Oh, we do have to do our casks again today. Forgot about that. Been a while since that last happened. Accidental pets, no! Imagine being so tight on farming experience that you accidentally graze like the side of your hand against a fluffy rabbit pelt. And then all of a sudden you have to bend time and space in order to correct this horrendous mistake. To be Beatrix, it's a horrendous fate sometimes. Playing with fire. It's okay, since I reset the day, the brick floor will probably not even be on the ground over there anymore. So I won't even have the opportunity to do that a second time. What should I have for dinner? You should have a steak sandwich au jus. Best of luck, my friend. Either that or macaroni and cheese. These are both acceptable answers. You have 60 minutes. Otherwise, you don't get to eat. This is a saw trap. You have fallen right into my hand here. Greenhouse harvest is so satisfying. It never gets old, honestly. I really like the greenhouse harvest. Have magic rock candy for dinner. I don't remember the last time I've eaten, like, actual rock candy in real life. I have had it in the past, but it's a treat that does not come around all that often. It's basically just, like, pure sugar anyway, right? So it's probably for the best if you don't have it all that often. But still. Am I gonna go see the new Saw movie? Is there a new Saw movie? I'm not huge on the Saw franchise. I've watched a lot of the earlier movies. I've watched like Saw 1, 2, and 3 in the past, and they were pretty okay. They still stick out in my memory because I watched them during like a formative part of my film watching experience. But I didn't even know there was a new Saw movie coming. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I did know there was a new Saw movie coming out. You think I can get in there? Yeah, sweet. I did know there was a new Saw movie coming out because it's coming out at the same time as, you know, we'll leave that. Actually, we'll take it right now. Why not? It's coming out around the same time as the Paw Patrol movie, which I also know nothing about. But I saw people online talking about, I can't wait for Saw Patrol. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I think it's like another sort of play on movie titles, like Barbenheimer, I think was the thing going around. There's like Barbenheimer, because there's Barbie and Oppenheimer at the same time, and now it's Paw Patrol and Saw, which is not, you know, as iconic of a duo, but it is a thing. I'm not up to date on Paw Patrol. In fact, I've never seen anything from Paw Patrol, but allegedly there's a movie coming out, so there you go. We also almost had Exorcist. What is that? Exorcist? Exorcist and Taylor Swift? Now that's an iconic duo if I've ever heard of one. Alright. Your kids did Barbenheimer, both movies on the same day. Could you imagine watching Paw Patrol and Saw on the same day? What a tonal shift. I mean, Barbenheimer is also a pretty insane tonal shift between movies, but I feel like it's like an order of magnitude less than Saw Patrol would be. All right, let's go bring this beer to Shane, shall we? Let's start things off right. Is Shane at work? He probably works on Wednesdays, right? He works like pretty much all weekdays. He has, what, Sundays off? Or if it's raining, does he not work or something like that? I don't know. Man, if I got every rainy day off work, that would be amazing. Beer at work? Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Just a secret between me and Shane. This is gonna feel so wrong, giving someone a gift for the first time in this long. It's like... it's... Oh, here we go. Here you are, buddy. Shane's hard at work. He doesn't seem interested in talking. It's no wonder, but, I mean, here you go. I know we've seen each other in passing a lot these past 14 years, and I know you've probably thought that I'm kind of a jerk because I never say anything, or maybe you just think I'm a normal person because you also never say anything, but all of a sudden, by the whims of Yoba, you're going to be my new best friend, okay? You don't have a choice in this matter. Here you go. How'd you know this is my favorite? He knows my name! Pog! He called me Beatrix. Do you think that means he likes me? What if we held hands in Joja Mart aisle 4? Blushing emoji, finger pointing right emoji, finger pointing left emoji. Starts us off pretty strong. That's like a quarter of a heart already right there. Booyah. Did I just unironically say booyah? Yeah, just call me Raw Unstoppable, dude. Only blonde friend shriek is soon over. I mean, it depends on how you classify the dwarf as to whether we ever only had blonde friends. The helmet's kind of blonde-ish. It's a copper blonde. But it's like blonde and brunette at the same time. Either way, we stan all friends, no matter the hair color. All right, I do also want to go out of my way to see Shane's heart events. But I may need reminders as to when those heart events, or like where those heart events take place, as I should say. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and default to Rabbit's Feet for a little while. Shane's actually a pretty easy person to gift early on as well, right? Because isn't he out of his house extremely early most days? Pardon me, there was like something in my throat I had to like swallow before I could finish my sentence there. That was weird. Just like a lump in my throat. I'm just so nervous at the prospect of befriending a new buddy, bringing someone into this very elite circle of friends that Beatrix has. But yeah, Shane is pretty quick to befriend most of the time. I mean, that's why most marriage speedruns go for Shane as their prime marriage candidate, right? Yeah, he leaves his house around 7 most of the time, I think. Catch him before or after work. I think it's best to catch him before or after work, because then we get to actually talk with him, rather than just being like, Shane is busy at work, which I think you actually do get fewer friendship points for that interaction than you do for a full-on conversation. Speaking of full-on conversation, here we go. What do you want? Leave me alone. Oh, Shane, that's so you. Here you go. How do you know this is my favorite? There we go. What a legend. That's got to be like, that's almost a full heart right there. This is going to be over in no time. Holy. You get 10 points if he's at work, 20 if he's not. Sounds about right. Yeah, I knew, like, if they're ever doing like a special animation and you try to talk to them, like any character, not just Shane, that same logic applies. Like Haley with her camera, Alex if he's working out, I think. I wanted to say Abigail when she's playing the flute. but I don't think you can actually interact with her at all when she's doing that. So you just get, like, 0 friendship points because you just, like, stare at her. Jas and the jump rope. I didn't know Jas and the jump rope was one of them, but that's... Also, Jas and the jump rope sounds like a, sounds like a lovely children's fable. Salmon the guitar, yep. Will we see another Goldish stream? Depends on how fast this whole Shane befriending thing goes, to be honest. We'll see. Hootie. And we've just been completely derailed by Hootie. Dude, forget Shane. Hootie's my new best friend. Hootie the 8th, 9th? Get some owl emojis in chat, please. Another Hootie. Do you think... Where do you think they landed? I'm not going to resort to screenshot technology just yet. I actually feel kind of like doing a scavenger hunt for this one. We have the screenshot to fall back on if we so desire. Oops. Do you think maybe there's a chance that this Hootie landed amongst all the other Hooties already? Does not appear so. This looks like the same... This looks like the same assortment of Hooties. This Hootie's also not new. I remember that's where a Hootie landed previously, and we just, like, didn't change the position because it's a nice spot overlooking the field there. I remember that. Where, oh, where? Hootie! Oh my gosh, that's a legendary spot. Look at this spot for Hootie. It's the most bashful Hootie hiding up in the corner here. It's little wallflower Hootie. Look at this. That's such a cozy little spot. This spot looks like a spot where you could just, like, roll out a sleeping bag and fall asleep in this, like, nice little nook. This is a spot that I feel like we do not appreciate all that often around the beach farm. Thank you for bringing our attention to it, Hootie. Appreciate that. I'm gonna let you chill there, honestly. You protect the well. It's an important job. I'm trusting it to you. Alright, can I still catch Shane before he makes it to work, you think? Probably. He doesn't walk that fast to work. They're pen pals across the water. Hootie and the Iridium Meteor. I love that. I love that headcanon. Argon is a stealth camper. Is JojaMart... Is it already open? Did I miss Shane? It's not open yet. He's got to still be on his way then, right? I haven't actually gone camping in a considerable amount of time. Here you go, buddy. I've already given 2 game... dot. Dude, what? What's your problem? What's your problem? What, just because I'm so much taller than you? You got... I mean, it's a perspective trick, but no one tell him that. Don't you have work to do? Alright, fine, you got me. You do have me. I actually don't really have that much work to do. I'm just waiting on my Junimos to do all the work. Befriending is our work, exactly. Do you think that's our first heart off the back of that interaction right there? Yo, he loves us so much. Shane has literal issues about being not tall. Does he have dialogue to that effect? I don't remember that. That is a complete coincidence if that's the case. Yeah, you are our work, Shane. I can fix him. I can fix him. Marriage dialogue, interesting. That's probably why I'm not too familiar with it. I don't think I've ever married Shane. Actually, this might not be true. That might not be true. That's a crazy coincidence, though. New gifting day starts Sunday. Do you think we should go out every day to get a little bit of extra points from the dialogue, or should we only go out on gifting days, do you think? Probably just get the most bang for our buck and go out on gifting days only to maximize our efficiency here. Ah, yes, I am going to maximize my time spent, or minimize my time spent with this individual, but maximize the amount that this individual will like me. Average Stardew Valley speedrunner. Yeah, we should only go out on gift days. I mean, I mock it, but it is the technically correct way to go about things here if we want to get the most bang for our buck. And hey, I can't say I've never done it. All right, let's get these apples. And you know what? Let's get the pomegranates too. Why not? They're here. Just pelt him with rabbit's feet until he loves you. What if you could send out mail to people in Stardew Valley so that you didn't have to, like, actually go and give them the gifts directly, but you could just, like, send them a gift in the mail, and you'd still get... Maybe you could, like, send them a gift in the mail, and you'd still get friendship points, but you wouldn't get as much friendship points, or as many friendship points as you do if you give it to them in person. I think that could actually be kind of a fun little mechanic. There's a trade-off of, you know, not getting as many friendship points, but you can do it sort of more passively than you otherwise could. I think that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I have to wait for Ancient Fruit Day anyway, so that's true. I should probably just go out on days... I only have to go out 2 times a week to talk to Shane, right? Because there's only 2 gifting days in a week, obviously. So what we'll do is we'll just pop out every day to get our daily screenshot. And then we'll go gift Shane if it's either an ancient fruit harvest day or a fruit tree harvest day. Because in both cases, we're out and about anyway, so might as well make the most of it, right? There's a mod that lets you complete quests via mail, but you don't know about gifts. That would be pretty handy too. I mean, you can complete quests. Oh, like send the items for quests via mail. I thought you were talking about like complete the quests, like you open up the journal and complete them, but that would be kind of redundant. Solve the problem of Elliot and Lorraine mail. New problem: Elliot does not own a mailbox. Could you imagine? You think you've got the perfect solution to the problem, and then you talk to Elliot, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't have a mailbox. I don't believe in the mail system, actually. And you're like, bruh. And that's all you can say to that is, bruh. Alright, today is Ancient Fruit Day, and also Greenhouse Day. Greenhouse Day, the lesser-known fan-inspired band of Green Day. Not fan-inspired, but you know what I mean. I botched the joke. Abort! Abort! What kind of music would Greenhouse Day make, though? Slide a letter under the door? That would be cute. A post office would be very cute and give Lewis more purpose than if he were to man it. I could see Lewis manning the post office. I could also see adding like a whole new character to the post office. Maybe a new little marriage candidate. That would be fun. Or maybe you could get maybe the dwarf could be the mail deliverer. They're already out and about, like, visiting people's homes and taking their private property anyway, right? So why not drop off some mail while they're doing it? 1.6 post offices. I think a post office is honestly like an underused idea in a video game. I can't think of too many games that have post offices. I feel like I feel like that idea could go kind of hard. The only like post office I can think of, or like postal system that's more involved in a game that I can think of, is the Wind Waker, kind of. There's at least a mini game in that one. Here's your rabbit's foot, sir. It's your favorite, I know, because I gave it to you last week around the same time. What do you want? Go away. Man, I can see why people love this guy so much, right? Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, you're right. Animal Crossing has, what's his name? The duck. I can picture him, but I don't remember his name. I want to say Posty Pete. Is it Posty Pete, or is that RuneScape? I know RuneScape has Posty Pete as, like, the little skull that, like, hauls a trolley around all over the place. It is Pete? Oh, who did it first? Animal Crossing or RuneScape? Pete the Pelican. Oh, I have to go get my ancient fruit as well today. There's also Phyllis and Pelly. Phyllis is a great name. I think there's been a trend lately of, like, people using older names, like older generation names, for their children now. I haven't met any young people named Phyllis specifically, but it strikes me as one of those names that could make a comeback. Like, it feels like it's old enough now to be new again. I feel like there's a decent amount of people out there with, like, older style names now, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. That said, now I can't think of a single person that I can, like, think of as an example, but you can't picture naming a baby Phyllis. I mean, Phyllis might still be a little too old-fashioned, but I think it might get there eventually. Absolutely name a baby Reginald. You know what name I absolutely love and that would probably at least consider if I had a daughter at any point? Eleanor. I really like the name Eleanor. I don't know necessarily why, but it's always been a name that's, like, stood out to me as, like, oh, that's a very nice name. Eleanor, and the other one I always come back to is Olivia. Olivia is also just a very nice name. I think I could get behind either of those. These eggplants, we're not putting them in our selling chest. We are putting them in our crop chest. There we go. Both very classic names. I don't want to stray too far from the norm. Like, there is a part of me that's like, I want to give my kid a name that nobody else has because I want them to be unique and special. But then I also know that, like, kids with those names are probably more likely to be bullied in some way because the other kids in their school would be like, what kind of a name is that? Why'd your parents name you Tootsie Pop? I don't know. I don't know, man. I was trying to think of a name that no one would ever have, but maybe there's someone out there named Tootsie Pop. Silly Billy Bob II. Great callback. Alright, I think we're done today, right? We got our ancient fruit, we gifted Shane. I'm feeling eepy. Olivia is the most popular baby girl name this year. Well, there you go. I guess I've got my finger on the pulse. Where does Eleanor fall on the list, though? Don't tell me, like, Olivia's number 1, Eleanor is number 8,564. I believe it. Hates olives and wants to name his daughter Olivia. Maybe I have to make up for it somehow. Number 32. It's not that bad. Might be US only, that's fair as well. Yeah, I mean, the baby names vary extremely wildly based on, like, where you are in the world. That much I know to be true. You have a friend named Eleanor? There was a girl in my school named Eleanor, now that I think about it. She was nice. I didn't really know her that well, but she was a good person. As most people in my school were, as far as I know. I can't think of a single person I went to school with that I'm like, yeah, frick that guy in particular. which I'm very grateful for. All right. We do need to go gift Shane, but we'll gift Shane on the 12th because, like I said, we're gonna be out for fruit trees anyway. Ethel's a really nice name, I think. I can get behind Ethel. Although part of me wants to pronounce it Ethel, which I don't know if that is also correct. It might be like a Leia situation, which could get muddled a little bit. Get more apples. More apples for me. Do I have any blackberries? Do I have any blackberries set aside for shipping or cooking purposes? I honestly don't know. But they're here right now, so why not gather a few, right? I don't see any blackberries in here. It is, but it's incredibly uncommon. Ethel? When you hear Ethel, you think of Riverdale, and when you think of Riverdale, you think of cringe. Embrace the cringe, though. You gotta embrace your cringe to a certain extent. Allie, welcome on in. Thank you for being a member for 17 months. Holy moly, at the Electron level. Who is that streamer I see streaming Stardew Randomizing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being an amazing mod as well. Happy to see you. Welcome on in. Hope you had a good day at work. I'm gonna go get more blackberries. I don't think I need that many blackberries for anything. I know there's like the blackberry cobbler recipe, and I need to... Have I shipped a blackberry already? For some reason that like rings... Oh, it's the salmon berry that I've shipped. Okay, I think that's what I was thinking of. We'll just grab a few blackberries. Shouldn't need that many though, right? New baby name idea, Ethel Alcohol. First name Ethel, middle name Alcohol. Sounds like a celebrity baby name waiting to happen. Have you ever met a person named Andromeda? Andromeda seems like kind of a wild name. I could definitely... I don't think I've ever met a person named Andromeda. I always just think of the galaxy. But like Andromeda is... There's got to be people out there with that name, right? It can't be like that esoteric of a name. I don't know why that one came to my head, but it's just... I was just thinking about it. It's like, do I know any Andromedas other than the galaxy? You personally know an Athena and a Pandora? They're sisters? Well, you know what? At least their parents have a theme that they're sticking to. What about, Aphrodite? Have a good one there, Switch Glitch. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, we're off to bed. Then we'll gift Shane tomorrow. You knew an Athena in high school? Bro, pour one out for the kid named Hades, though. There's someone out there named Hades. And, like how desensitized do you necessarily have to be to name your child after the Lord of the Underworld? Like, that's... I don't know if that's setting them up for success or failure in equal measures. I don't know. Depends on the individual, I think. New siblings named Apollo and Artemis in high school. Those are good names. I can get... I mean, Apollo is definitely... It's a more common name now than it's ever been, I think. I know, like, I don't know anyone personally named Apollo, but I know of a few people named Apollo. Artemis, not so much. Anytime I think of Artemis, I think of Artemis Fowl. That may not be allowed. Is Hades an illegal name? Your mom can't understand people who name their daughter Chastity. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I really like Chastity as a name. I don't think I would ever name a child Chastity because I know the connotations that come with it, and like it's you know, better safe than sorry, but I actually think it, like, plays kind of nicely as a name. It sounds good to my ear. I don't know necessarily why. It's just a nice word. New siblings called Adam and Eva. At least they mixed it up a little bit. There you go, Shane. Enjoy. I went shopping last night and picked up a large egg on sale for only $190. Pierre is still working through that sale. Shane, don't trust the eggs. I sold those to Pierre like 2 years ago. Those are not good anymore. Don't. Oh my gosh. He's still working through that back stock. Oh no. It was putrid. No wonder Pierre was selling that crap for so cheap. I'm telling you, do not trust that man. That's horrible. Don't I have work to do? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Oh no, hang my hat in embarrassment. That's a yikes. That's some secondhand embarrassment. Oh my gosh. He has his own he has his own chickens too. You're not wrong. Why is he buying eggs from Pierre? That is wild. Oh my gosh. Forget ancient fruit, ancient eggs. What are we up to? We're up to 2 hearts with Shane. Okay. So what's Shane's 2-heart event? What's the trigger for it? 2 hearts. Enter Cindersap Forest between 8 p.m. and midnight. You know what? We've all seen the heart event, but I gotta showcase the characters when the time rolls around, so we'll wait around until 8 p.m. I don't see why not. Although I guess I can do that. You know what? Maybe we'll do that on our next Ancient Fruit Harvest Day. We'll do that on our next Tuesday, since those are the days we're usually out and about for a long period of time anyway. So we'll wait for then. I think that's a reasonable idea. Life. Is a great word. Just B-U-H. It always makes me think of Lord Crump. Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Bro, they're remaking Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Have I expressed yet how excited I am about that? That game, like, is my childhood. It is a defining cornerstone element of my upbringing. I am so unbelievably excited for that. I cannot wait. One of the hugest the fact that they announced it as well before the Super Mario RPG remake has even been released is pretty nuts. That's pretty insane in the membrane, if you ask me. And I don't use that phrasing lightly. What did I ship? Oh, I shipped it. I was panicking for a second there. I'm like, what the heck did I ship? It was just an energy tonic. We're fine. I was like, oh no, challenge ruined. I have to start over. Thankfully, the energy tonic is not part of the shipping collection, so we're all good. Bullet dodged. My brain, I was going on autopilot, and I just gotta trust myself more. Sorry, I just had to hop on Iota real quick to remind myself how it feels. Lucky help wanted quests for friendship, or is that a different goal? We could do some help wanted quests. We can check the board every time we go out and see, just on the off chance that Shane is requesting something. That's actually a very good idea, Rose. Good call. That thunder scared you? It was a bit of a thunderous jump scare, I'm not gonna lie. Basketball, give me the ball, because I'm gonna dunk it. Jesus be ballin'. Ooh, thank you, Pam. I'm gonna re-gift that immediately. Go give this to Shane tomorrow. Would I really start over if I accidentally shipped something that I shouldn't have? Probably not. I think I would probably, if I caught it in time, I would reset to like the, because there's like a thing in your Stardew Valley save file. There's like an old version of your file that's like 1 day previous to the current day that you're on. Because like the save file I'm on is currently fall 15th, but there's also an older backup version for fall 14th, and that gets updated every single day along with your current save. In the case of like a catastrophic error or something, I think. So I could always reload to that backup if I really needed to, which is probably what I would default to as like my last emergency strategy if I needed to do that. It also doesn't shave until you click past the shipping screen. I think that's yeah, you're actually right about that. Yeah, so I could like Alt F4 on the shipping screen, and that would probably also work. Let's just endeavor not to do that though. I've made it 14 long in-game years without accidentally shipping something that I'm not supposed to. I think I've got it pretty well under control, but the moment you start to get comfortable with something is the moment you're liable to make a mistake, so you gotta be careful. Alright, off to bed with me. And tomorrow is Ancient Fruit Day. Ancient Fruit Day, Too Hard Event Day. It's a big one. It's not Too Hard Event Day, it's the Stardew Valley Fair! Bro, why did nobody tell me? It's alright. We'll manage. Actually, maybe we can still get the Too Hard event if we just wait it out, right? Wait, actually, maybe this is cracked because now we can skip through the day via the festival. So we don't have to wait all the way until 8 p.m., right? Tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right. But don't tell me I'm late for dinner. Huge brain strats. Jay Sky, welcome on in. Good to see you, good to see you. All right, well, while we're waiting for our ancient fruit harvest anyway, we can just start chopping some little saplings here. Talk to Shane at the festival and then leave. We could do the start. It's been a long time since we've actually done the Grange display. But that's like a lot of work to invest in a festival that's not really going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Beatrix isn't necessarily about that lifestyle. If I were playing as Chloe, she's kind of like she kind of enjoys that sort of thing, but Beatrix is much more efficient and to the point a lot of the time than Chloe is. She's not as meandering and doing things for no reason. There's pretty much always a method to Beatrix's madness. This is what I've learned playing as her. Just leave Iota at your doorstep for after the festival. Good call, actually, yeah. Because that way we can get down to the forest much quicker. Ooh! Oh no, I just realized if I go too fast here, Kazoom is going to be playing through Shane's Heart event, which I don't know if is tonally correct, but you know what? Here we are. Get some Kazooms in chat. Get ready for it. Wait for it. Heck yeah, dude. Look at those homies partying in chat. Oh my gosh. Kazoom. Not really the right tone, but a pretty short song. Kazoom is actually not that short. It's a decently long song, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Knock, thank you for being a member for 13 months at the Neutron level, by the way. Hold on, I should go grab my ancient fruit before the festival here. Just in time, apparently. Indeed. Just in time to party out with Kazoom, baby. We never get tired of the kazoo around here. Ooh, 7 pumpkins. Oh my god. Why does the kazoo, it gets better every single time I hear it. How is that possible? I could pause. I do have that power to pause, but you know what? Maybe we'll shed some new light on Shane's Heart event with this upbeat, kazoo-centric melody added to it. Maybe it'll be just the right thing that we need for for this hard event. We'll see. Bam, bam. What's the actual song called? It's literally called Kazoom. It's the best part about it, honestly. It's not even like a fake, cute, made-up name that we have. This is called Kazoom. It's from the YouTube audio library. Alright, off to the festival with us. Anything of interest for sale at the shop? Trade in my star tokens? I think I'll be alright. Alright, where the heck is Shane? Shane, my guy. Is he... Wait, is he hanging up at the... He might be hanging out at the barbecue up north. That seems like a good place for Shane to be. Bam, bam, bam. He's not here. I'll take my survival burger, though. At the chickens? Oh, he's at the petting zoo. You're so right. That makes so much more sense. There he is. There you go, buddy. All these animals are friendly and love to get massaged. Alright, well... That's definitely... I mean, it's nicer to hear that from you than be like, what are you talking to me for? Go away, I hate you. I'm glad to get away from that sort of dialogue for a little bit anyway. Livestock pen since it's a fair. The more you know. Alright. We out of here. That was a lovely fair. Nothing new in all the 14 years that I've been living here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peace on out and go see if we can meet up with Shane for some after fair beverages. Don't mind me. Oh, you silly little sea urchin. Why are you taunting me like this? Ooh, hello fresh. Good time for the song to end. There it is. Hello, sir. Up late, huh? This this song, it's a Stardew Valley song, but it's kind of gives this hard event a little bit of a different vibe. Here, have a cold one. That is a large mug. Holy moly, that's like a carpenter's cup. Buh, life. Get some ... dots in chat for Shane. Buh, life. Amen, dude. You ever feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail? Like you're stuck in some miserable abyss and you're so deep you can't even see the light of day? Bro. Flashbacks to my starfruit, to my golden clock adventures, sleeping for 100 years for an egg. Trust me, man, I've been there. Just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb out of that hole. And you don't have to do it alone. Just get someone to send you a ladder every now and again. Fast drinker, huh? Woman after my own heart. Just don't make it a habit. You got a future ahead of you still. My liver's begging me to stop. Better call it a night. See you around, Beatrix. There you go. Very, very relatable little heart event to a certain degree. We all do have livers, after all. Helping one person might not change the world, but it can change the world for that one person. Very nicely put, Miss Palindrome. Very nice indeed. Yo, but Emily Dance, though! Emily Dance, Pog! Great song. I'm glad this one wasn't playing during the heart event. That would have been hard to justify. Alright. I didn't get to give him a gift today because of the festival shenanigans, but it is what it is. Alright, off to bed. Alright, it's raining. I did want to go out and give... Actually, yeah, I should go out and give him a gift either today. I'll give him one tomorrow because it's like fruit tree day. But I can go out and give him one today as well, just so we get our 2 requisite gifts in per week here. Emily Dance is your favorite song? Good choice. It's short and sweet and beautiful and fun. Just like Haley. Exclamation point Haley, even if you will. We haven't had exclamation point Haley in a while. We've seen all the Haley quotes so many times. Maybe it's old hat by now. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna head out. Where is Shane? He still works on rainy days, right? I'm not crazy. Part of me wants to say he doesn't, but then, like, that wouldn't make any sense. There's no way Jojo would give you a day off just because it's raining a little bit. Just like Emily? No, just like Haley. Haley Dance. What did Haley say? Sigh, I could really go for a cupcake right about now. OMG me. I feel so seen right now, Haley. Yeah, there he is. Here you go. Have one on me, buddy. We're actually technically on Pam. This weather makes me thirsty? Well, it's a good thing you got a nice cuppa there. Nice cup of beer. I probably shouldn't make it a habit of giving him a beer every time he goes to work. But, you know, whatever gets you through the day. That's a joke. Don't do that. How does one remove a hornet from their sink? Asking for a friend. You fill the sink with water and drown it. Because that's the only thing I can think to do. Or you move out. That's also another possible option. Those are probably the only two possibilities in your scenario. Or in your friend's scenario. We'll pretend he drinks it when he gets home. There you go. That's the responsible Shane behavior I can get behind. It's the Hornet's house now. Why was that jade collecting was so melodious for a sec? Did you hear that? It was kind of a banger when I was collecting those. Every so often when you're like collecting items from a Stardew Valley processing machine, you get this little bop sound, and you do that like all in a row. Every so often, just like with those crystallariums, you'll get a nice little tune out of it. I live for those moments. Giving him non-alcoholic beer. Good call. You know what? Non-alcoholic beer has kind of been picking up in popularity these days, at least where I'm at. At the liquor store that I work at, we used to only carry like 1 or 2 non-alcoholic products at all, other than like pop and stuff. Now we have like a whole dedicated section for it. Non-alcoholic beer, wine, non-alcoholic vodka? What the heck is non-alcoholic vodka, chat? Like, what's the point? I thought, isn't vodka like just like alcohol? Like, it's as close to pure alcohol as most spirits get, right? Is it like, what's like, why? Is anyone drinking alcohol or vodka for the taste? Potato juice, potato water, just like Pam's quest. I guess, you know what? Fair point. And we all know how that one ended. Yeah, we have non-alcoholic vodka and non-alcoholic tequila, which I get possibly even less. Like, it makes possibly even less sense than non-alcoholic vodka to me. But I don't know. I'm not, like, I've told you many times, I don't drink alcohol in any capacity, really, so... So your mileage may vary. What do you want? Leave me alone? Not until I give you this rabbit's foot, my guy. Alright, now you can go off to your job. Enjoy. You love Shirley Temples, but that's literally all the flavoring. Core memory unlocked of having non-alcoholic Shirley Temples when my family and I went to Boston Pizza when I was a child. Those things are good. They always had like a little maraschino cherry on top, which is the best part. Right, 3 hearts. We actually get a recipe or something from Shane at 3 hearts, don't we? I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning. How many calories in the non-alcoholic variant? Does it give the same effect in cooking? I have to imagine it wouldn't give the same effect in cooking, because isn't the whole point of using like an alcoholic, like a spirit of some kind to cook with, is like the alcohol is doing something for you? Like you burn off the alcohol so that by the end there's like no actual alcohol in it, but I don't know. I don't really know. I don't even claim to know the mechanics behind that. What I do claim to know is that I can now make pepper poppers. Well, I can theoretically make pepper poppers, but not until Yoba decides it's my time. Not yet, my child Beatrix. You are not yet ready to cook the elusive pepper poppers. It doesn't work in cooking? That's kind of what I thought, is that like there's no way it would work properly in cooking. At the end of this goal, Beatrix is going to have an interesting group of friends. It's a clique that I never would have imagined, that's for sure. Put it that way. I see this sneaky little sapling getting ready to sprout here. Next goal, cook pepper poppers. Could you imagine? Are some of the cooking quests locked behind friendship goals? Indeed they are. So now that after we befriend Shane, cook pepper poppers will be unlocked as a goal. Before then, we could not possibly have gotten it because you can't get the recipe until you befriend Shane, obviously. The logic of the randomizer is pretty consistent that way, in that, like, you can't get the goals until you get the recipe for that goal. I tried to be pretty diligent about that. Next goal, acquire blue chicken. That's the best part. That's not even a goal. I can just do that whenever I want. Although I will need to make another coop. We have don't we have an extra auto pet or auto grabber combo though? So we could technically make a coop and fill it with blue chickens. New side quest unlocked. Blue chicken coop. I'm pretty sure we do have that, right? Yeah, auto petter and auto grabber already good to go right there. It's just a matter of time. Coop just for blue chickens. Speaking of, I should actually double check my silo. Good reminder to check the silo every now and again. Yeah, we can't sell any animals without gaining farming XP, unfortunately, because you have to interact, aka pet the animals, in order to sell them. Give them one last pet before sending them off to live on a separate farm. Hay. Hay is what I was looking for. Hay is for horses. Do we really need new chickens? No, but counter-argument, they're blue chickens. Have I persuaded you yet? I know, can't argue with that. It's an impossible argument. I do not envy Lunar Shadow having to go up against that argument. They're blue chickens. I mean, that's all you got to say. They're so blue. Make the coop blue to match. Even better. Oh, wait, it's Sunday. Shane does not work on Sundays, does he? He'll probably be at home. Blue chicken. No, it's just a blue bird. I think Shane's at home on Sundays. I might be wrong about this. I don't fully claim to know Shane's schedule, but check on in. Yeah, he's making a little bit of microwave pepper poppers for breakfast. I respect it. Enjoy, buddy. You again. How many times do I have to tell you to leave me alone? Did our time on the dock mean nothing to you? A single tear rolls down my cheek. Blue chickens and blue drip. Yo, I can get the Joja Mart clothes. I never thought about it, chat. The blue chickens are Joja chickens. It all makes sense now. They're Joja industrial espionage chickens. Join us, thrive. Head canonically, what's Shane's favorite color? It has to be blue, right? That's the only thing that makes sense in my brain. Is my... Oh, okay, that's the wrong spot for that. That should be like so. Perfect. So are blue slimes. What if blue chickens aren't actually real chickens? What if they are merely robots designed by Joja corporations to spy on humble little farms like mine? My Stardew fanfic era begins now. What if Shane's favorite color is orange? More power to him, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna do more of this, like, chopping of these little saplings when we have to come out and harvest ancient fruit anyway. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. Regular chickens, but painted blue. Non-toxic organic paint. The only way. Shane is actually Joja's CEO. That's my headcanon. His loved gifts are all warm colors. That's true, actually. Although I don't know necessarily if loved gifts always equate exactly one-to-one with your favorite colors. Like, my favorite color is purple. But I can't think of too many purple items that I would love to receive solely by virtue of them being purple. Like, if you gave me an eggplant as a present, I would be, like, grateful because you went out of your way to give me something. But I would also be like, what the heck am I going to do with this eggplant? What's the dwarf's favorite color, though? The dwarf's favorite color is whatever your prized possession in your house is when they go to steal it. Tomorrow is Ancient Fruit Day. Void salmon? Void salmon would be a good gift for me, because it's like a cool fish. I wouldn't mind having like a pet void salmon in real life. That seems like it would be kind of fun. But it seems like one of those fish that you'd have to take very particular care of. It's not one you can just like... I mean, most fish, I guess, you'd have to take like particular care of if you want to take care of them effectively. But void salmon seems especially particular. If you don't want if it's like vibrant colors to fade, you probably got to feed it like special food. Would be my guess. Eggplant is a great vegetable. Never been that big of a fan of it, honestly. Largely by virtue of the fact that my dad always told stories about how he was forced to eat a lot of eggplant as a child, and he never liked it. Like, it stuck with him, and he passed that hatred along to me. And even though I've tried eggplant of my own volition, I still don't really like it enough to go to my way and eat it a lot of the time. I can stomach it well enough, but... Haley loves pink cake, and I can see pink being her favorite color. Pink probably is Haley's favorite color. And before she throws you a curveball, actually my favorite color is gray. Actually, you know what? Haley is probably one of those people that doesn't necessarily have a favorite color because, like, her favorite color probably evolves in time with the year. Like, she probably has a favorite fall color and a favorite winter color because her favorite color probably associates more closely with her like, fashion sense than it does anything else. Or than it does for most people, I guess. So she probably tried to accessorize the best she can with, like, whatever time of year it is. See, exactly, the Haley quote, this needs to be perfect. She needs the perfect color for every occasion. I'm waiting on this one ancient fruit down here. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? I see one of the Junimos. They're making a beeline for it. And they're home free. Well done, little Junimo friend. I will also grab my eggplants. I will also grab these eggplants. And oh shoot, I should probably have gone and given Shane his gift before waiting around for any of that. Actually, have I already given Shane his gift today? I have not. I wanted to catch him before he got to work, but I don't know if I will. He might already be at work. Just to get the most friendship points that I can out of interacting with him. Have a good one now there, Mob. Have a good one there, Mobby. And then wears the same outfit year-round. Look, that's not Haley's fault. That is just by virtue of it being gamified. I should get that mod installed eventually that, like, gives people seasonal outfits and stuff. Seems like a fun mod. What are we up to with Shane now? Officially up to 4 hearts? Alright, what's Shane's 4-heart event? 4-heart event. His dialogue will become more friendly towards you. Enter Marnie's ranch at any time. Oh wait, is this a sad heart event? This might be a sad heart event. Shane's heart events definitely hit hardest out of any of the marriage candidates. He's got a couple pretty sad ones. His first one is like very real, and his second one is like paints quite a picture for sure. If you look at the amount of them that are sad, it's more than not. Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. But at least it ends on a happy note, from what I remember. Bro, how is this possible? I just saw this man at work. Clearly this is an imposter. This is a little bit sus, honestly. A little bit sus. Can you do something? He's out cold? No worries. I always carry my watering can around with me. Buh. Come on, buddy. You're actually lucky I had that today. I mean, I don't normally carry that around. That was a bold-faced lie. Dude has a Sega Genesis. Look at this. I didn't ever even notice that. All you do anymore is mope around your room and drink beer. You wouldn't understand. It's a complicated situation. What's your plan? Don't you ever think about the future? Can we not have this conversation in front of the child? The small, impressionable child? Hopefully I won't be around long enough to need a plan. Yeah, that one always hits hard. Alright, no more beer as gifts for Shane, that's for darn sure. Rabbit's feet and pizza exclusively for this man. And hot peppers. Actually, you know what? Let's pivot to hot peppers for a little bit here. We haven't given him any hot peppers yet. Hot pepper, check it and see. What's your opinion on why Shane lives with Marnie? I don't know, but it has no. Maybe does. I have no idea, but maybe it's because Marnie plays b_boss.ogg at her house year-round, and he is so in love with this song, rightfully so, as we all are, that he simply has to live there. He has no other choice because it's his favorite song. That's my headcanon. Bee boss. It strikes when you least expect it. Although, to be quite honest, I'm glad that it did not strike during the middle of that hard event. That would have been a hard one to work around, to be honest. That would have been a... B-Boss has been coming around at some surprising times as of late. I'll say that much. Get your B emojis in chat because it's a very short-lived song a lot of the time. B-Boss didn't like the sadness. We gotta liven up the atmosphere around here somehow. B-Boss was courteous, exactly. Hold on, I gotta go get the rest of my Hello Fresh. I can't just leave it lying out here on the sand. We got Emily Dance after Shane's 2 heart, and now B-Boss after the 4 heart. What the heck's gonna come after the 6 heart? I'm scared to find out a little bit. Ooh, Hello Fresh. Befriend goals are the worst. They take a while, but honestly, it's kind of nice having a little bit of a break from the just, you know, rapid fire goal after goal, because all those were basically just like, oh, ship this, ship that, ship whatever. Having a befriending goal where I actually get to, you know, focus on an aspect of the game that I don't normally get too much time to focus on is pretty nice. But I do agree that it's a little long-winded at times. I will pivot real quick to hot peppers, though. Save some of these rabbit's feet for future befriending attempts. For people that might have a bit harder of, I might have a bit harder of a time finding good gifts for. We'll get mail from Shane now. That's true. We could actually get some pepper poppers from Shane directly to give back to Shane. If we get a little bit lucky here. Yeah, we can't grow any peppers in the greenhouse, unfortunately. At least not yet. Not until we get ourselves a farming goal. Yeah, it would be really nice if we could get ourselves a farming level up as our next goal. If anyone happens to be listening, I mean, not that anyone would be listening, I guess, but, you know, just in case, it would be really nice to get a farming level up. Or a foraging level up. Or a mining level up. I mean, I'm just putting ideas out there, you know. I'm just putting some things out there in the universe. You usually focus on 1 or 2 people at a time. You're not social enough to befriend the whole town. I feel like that's one of the many things that would break my brain if I were to ever attempt, like, a perfection speedrun. Is, like, how do you juggle getting friendship with all these people in concert with literally everything else you're doing? I don't know how Habu manages it. How many people have done perfection speedruns that aren't Habu? Perfection speedrun is just Iridium quality birthdays. All right, fair enough then. You know what? Maybe I guess that tracks. Blade did a seeded one the other day. I do remember seeing that. I didn't get a chance to watch any of it, but I remember seeing Blade doing that event. Save 5 peppers. I got you. In fact, you know what? I know how silly I can be sometimes, so why don't we go ahead and put away 5 hot peppers right now? That way I don't even have the chance to accidentally flush them down the toilet or something. There we go. To thine own self be true, and mine own self would probably make a foolish error with those hot peppers if left to my own devices. You got friendship with people before quality affected gifting. Back in my day, we didn't get the luxury of having quality affect the gifts that we give to people. Whether we gave them an iridium quality pomegranate or a rotten old pomegranate we had found in the trash earlier that day, it was all the same. You kids these days don't have any idea how good you have it. Indeed, that's how I spoke. I thought so. It gave those vibes for sure. Man. Different time, huh? I actually didn't even realize that, like, quality didn't always affect the friendship points that you received from gift giving. Was that, like, a Stardew 1.3 and earlier, or is that, like, 1.2 and earlier? It feels like it would have been a while back. 'Cause it feels like that's been such a staple throughout the game that I can't even think of a time when it wasn't like that. Iridium birthdays plus best luau. Isn't there like a crazy friendship exploit you can do, exploit quote unquote, if you're doing a multiplayer game and you go to the luau? Because like when you go to the luau in multiplayer, every person in the game has to, or every like player has to put something in the luau soup. And if all of you give like the best quality response, don't you get like points for each one of those responses? Like all four of you get all the points if it's like 4 players. I think I remember seeing something about that a while back. Because that could be some like crazy tech for like a multiplayer speedrun, right? An Iridium quality birthday gift is 960 friendship. If you talk on that day, it's 980. Then decay over the whole year is minus 222, bringing it down to 758. 3 years of gifting then gives 2,496 friendship, or 9.98 hearts. Can we get some Argon Smart for Alexion? That is some amazing intel right there. I love that. Mathing out the optimal amount of friendship you need. Yo, have a good day at work there, Pelinar. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I'm missing a peach. No, my peach. There's always a peach just tucked away in the corner up here. Is anybody else, like, gradually gaining friendship, or just me? There's pros and cons. I honestly... I mean, I like the idea of, like, getting big bursts of friendship all at once. I think that's very fun and very satisfying to get just, like, a whole bunch of friendship points from giving someone, like, an Iridium quality gift on their birthday. An Iridium quality love gift on their birthday, to be more specific. But I'm with you that the gradual process is also has its merits. You get to experience the game a bit more naturally that way. 9.98 is pretty rough, but if you use the friendship from the Meet Everybody quest, then that gets you over the line. That's so clever. Yo. I shouldn't be surprised that all this has been figured out in the past. It's leave it to Stardew Valley speedrunners, right? To optimize the heck out of friendship. I'm here for it. You always talk to everybody you come across. In a non-challenge run, I also tend to do that. Like if I were playing like Stardew Valley casually, I would probably do the same way. I'd just like talk to people as I come across them. Which means that I like never have any friendship points with Harvey, but that's my own cross to bear. Are we doing anything today? I don't think so. Today's the last day of fall. On to yet another winter. It feels like we were just here. And now I don't have ancient fruit harvests to fall back on for like good days to go out and talk to Shane, so I just have to like pick a day and go out, I guess. I just wait for, like, the fruit tree days more than anything else. Also, I should start doing ancient seeds now. Just to get it all squared away for next year. I play casually? Not so much anymore, honestly. Not so much anymore. Can't think of the last time I played Stardew Valley in a casual sense. Not since before I did, like, the no level up challenge, honestly. That's probably the last time I played it without any self-imposed restrictions of any kind. Oh, mixed seeds. How dare you? On my third ancient fruit, you're gonna hit me with those mixed seeds? I only have 619 ancient fruits to fall back on. What if I don't get all the ancient seeds that I need? This could be bad. Could be bad. Alright, I feel like I'm gonna need to, like, empty out my inventory a little bit at some point here. It's getting a touch full with all the stuff that I'm collecting. Although I guess it's still technically fine for right now. Because I'm not, like... I still have enough room for all the fruit from the greenhouses. I guess we're okay. How many hearts do we have with Shane now? We're currently sitting at just over 4 hearts. I don't know if we're going to finish befriending him today, because honestly, I'm getting a little hungry. And you won't like me when I'm hungry. So I might end the stream before we actually get to full hearts with Shane here. We'll see, though. I have a couple spare chests. I do, yeah, I actually have some chests in one of my chests. And I have, like this chest up here doesn't have anything in it anyway, so if I need to empty some stuff, I always can, but for now, I think I will... I kind of like juggling a near full inventory. I don't know, there's something satisfying about it. Let's go get our greenhouse done for today. And then we will go pay a visit to Shane, as per usual. Cool. Let me pop my jelly and stuff away. Oh wait, it's wine day today. It's Wine Wednesday. Ooh. Everyone say hi to Pi. Everyone say hi. I mean, Pi is gone now, but you know, in principle. In your randomizer, you put the mushroom in the seed maker for fall seeds and got an ancient seed out of it. It's been known to happen. I think that's only happened to me that I know of, like, a couple times in all the time I've been using seed makers. I say that I know of because there's a chance you hit that roll when you put ancient fruit itself into a seed maker, and you would just never know it, which is kind of cosmically hilarious in its own way. Yo, Zavia, thank you very much for becoming a member at the Electron level. I greatly appreciate it. The support and generosity is always amazing to see. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your newfangled emotes and your sword. Careful where you swing that thing. Hello? That pomegranate tree was being particularly difficult. I gotta tell you guys a story about, is something that literally happened last night. My poor mom, bless her heart, she was out and about doing a bunch of errands and stuff, and and I met up with her later in the day, and as we were going back to her place, we get to her place, and she's like, I think I lost my keys somewhere. She's like, or she didn't know exactly where her keys were at the time. She thought that she had put them away in one of her bags. She had like a grocery bag, a backpack, and like a laptop bag. And she was like, I'm pretty sure I put them in one of my bags. She goes digging through these bags, digs through like all 3 of the bags, And then there's just like silence. I'm just like sitting there kind of waiting for her to go through the bags, and then all of a sudden she like gets to the end and she's like, I can't find my keys. And I'm like, here we go, because my mom is kind of notorious in my family for for like misplacing things or forgetting things or things like that. And so I'm like, okay, well, they gotta be here somewhere. So I start helping her look. Can't find them anywhere. So it starts to become panic time. Like, usually when my mom forgets something, we find it within like a few minutes, and then we have a nice little laugh about it. This time it was like, number one, it's her keys. She can't get into like her domicile, the place where she lives, without them. So that's pretty bad. Number two, also, is Shane out here somewhere? There he is, okay. And number two, it normally does not take this long for us to locate these keys, or to locate the things that she's misplaced. So it's starting to get a little spooky. So we get to the point where we've searched through the bags multiple times, and then we drive out to, and then we're like, okay, well, they're not here anywhere. Maybe they fell out somewhere in, like, one of the stores that she was visiting, or, like, one of the parking lots. So we start driving around town. We go to a couple places, start looking, start asking at the store, hey, did anybody turn these keys in? So on and so forth. We're out looking for, like, things for, like, over an hour by this point. And it's like panic central. My mom is freaking out, very stressed out. I'm trying to calm her down, trying to be the rational diplomat here and be like, they gotta be around here somewhere. These things don't just vanish into thin air. And eventually we get to the point we drive her back home, and she's like, I'm just gonna have to call a locksmith to get in tonight, which is unfortunate, because number one, it's after hours. Who's driving without keys? She has her car key on like a separate thing than she has her house keys on. So she had her car key, but she did not have her house keys, or like her main key ring that has like most of her other keys and stuff on it. Either way. So that's the one she's missing. So she's like, I gotta call a locksmith, which is very expensive after hours. And I'm like, okay, well, while she does that, I'm gonna like take one last quick look through all these bags and see if I can find this. I'm looking through the bags, I'm looking through in all the different spots that I've looked before. I pull out her sunglasses case. I pop it open, and oops, there's the keys in her sunglasses case that she had taken in her hand. I saw her take them in her hand when we were like looking through the bags the first time. She held them up and she just kind of like set it to the side, and I didn't think anything of it at the time because I was like an irrational person, like, why would keys be in a glasses case? And then like I hold them up and she's like, oh my god. And I'm like, and then she explains like, oh, I didn't think they would be in there because I thought my sunglasses were in there, and then I realized her sunglasses are on her head. So like, it was just like, we had a very good laugh about it at the end of the night, but it was a pretty stressful night for sure. It was, oh my gosh, my poor mom. She is always, and now she has, and you know what the worst part of all this is, by the way, is that number one, I had a spare key to her place, or I was supposed to have a spare key to her place. I normally did, but because we were away on vacation, she had given that spare key that I normally have away to someone else so that they could come and take care of her cat while she was away, and she hadn't given me the spare key back yet, so the spare key was like in her house. And then number two, I don't remember what number two was. Oh, number two is that my sister, because my mom is so notorious for like losing things like this, my sister had actually given her what they're called air tags. You've probably heard of them, where like you can put things on like your keys or your wallet or whatever, these little air tag things. And then there's like an app on your phone that you can use to track it down if you ever happen to lose them. And my sister had given her to those on our family vacation because she's like, put these on your keys or whatever in case you ever lose them again. And then she hadn't done that yet. She has now. She did like that. She did that last night, like as the first thing that she did when she put them, when she got home. They fit on keys. She got like a little thing to put on her keychain to attach the air tag to, but it's it was quite the ordeal. Let's just say that. I don't use this word lightly. My mom was extremely frazzled. The frazzle was off the charts for sure last night. But, you know, it all ended happily ever after. So that's that's moral of the story. I don't know. Don't trust put air tags on everything in case you lose something. Is that the moral of the story? Does that work? Oh my gosh. We love the mom trick stories. She is a very fun character. I love my mom. I love her, but you know, she's got some tendencies, as I'm sure many of our mothers and fathers do, that we kind of like shake our head at. Oh, mom. Enjoy your hot pepper. Ooh, new achievement. Clicks! We officially have a click! As recognized by the Stardew Valley in-game achievements. I went shopping late last night and picked up a snow yam on sale for only $100. I can see where this is going. Uh-oh. It was sickening. No wonder Pierre was selling that junk for so cheap. You should not buy anything that you see at Pierre's, other than, like, seeds, apparently. Chat, look at our amazing click, by the way, our amazing clique. We got the dwarf, Pam, Sam, and Shane. Say that 5 times fast. Dwarf, Pam, Sam, Shane. Dwarf, Pam, Sam, Shane. Dwarf, Pam, Sam, Shane. Dwarf, Pam, Sam, Shane. Actually, not that hard. I only said it 4 times, but I was feeling lazy. Don't mind me. Yo, new hat. You're not wrong. You know what? Let's go visit the hat mouse. I don't even know what hat that is. Why did we sell snow yams to Pierre? Can't we ship them? We can now, yes, but those snow yams that people are buying from Pierre are from, like, probably, like, a year ago or more. Probably, like, 2 years ago at this point. We just sold that many that he's still working through the back stock of pickled snow yams, or whatever the heck he's doing with them. What do you got for me? What's the new one here? Is it the cool cap? I don't think so. I think that was here before. The tiara! Ooh! I'm a little princess. Beatrix. Princess Beatrix. Wait, she looks like Sailor Moon. Yo. I forgot the tiara was a hat in the game, dude. That's so adorable. Wait, can I hold on a second? Hold on. Twinsies? Wait for it. Twinsies. Oh my gosh. Princess Bia and her mighty steed, Iota. Yas, Queen Slay. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I don't know. We gotta find. I feel like we can get a better matching outfit for the tiara, but I kind of love it. I love it so much. Twinsies. Photo shoot? Yeah, someone call Haley. Get the camera out. Mom, get the camera. Get the camera. Iota looks like a unicorn now. You know what? You're right. I see it. I see it 100%. What did Haley say? She says, I'm so tired. You can't be too tired to take a picture of this adorable scene, Haley. I mean, come on. Someone get her out here. There you go. And honestly, you know what? I think that is a lovely note to end things on, is Princess Beatrix and her new beautiful tiara. I wanted to see if I could fully befriend Shane before the end of the stream, but honestly, we got 3 hearts to go. It's not that bad, but I'm getting hungry. And, you know, I gotta satisfy my bodily needs, unfortunately. Plus, we're already like 3.5 hours in, so that's pretty par for the course around here these days. I wouldn't mind going back to doing some longer streams, but I gotta sort of build up to it over time. Let's go ahead and lock in the day here. Alright, if you twist my arm, I guess I can put some more ancient fruit in the seed makers here. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that song. Alright. I'm gonna go stand over here as the nose to this lovely little face in the ground. Got it. There we go. Perfect. Alright. That's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely leg of the Randomized Perfection series. We will be back again on Thursday, so not tomorrow, but the day after, where we will finish befriending Shane, get to see all the hard events that are entailed in there, and then who knows what the future holds. It's the beauty of the randomizer. I can't wait to find out with all of you. Until then, wait a second. What if I just saw something and I need to see if I can realize it here? Can you be the nose? It's not. Wait, I need to. Perfect. There you go. It's a great nose. That's as close as we're gonna get it, I think. All right. Say hi to your mom for us. I will. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. I'll send you off with a fan art compilation as per usual. This is Argon Matrix signing on out. Thank you and have a good night. Bye-bye.